assuming it came more from it's spirit bullshit angle, and it sort of is, but it's spirit or not spirit direct interference.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can assume whatever you want.
Well, more specifically, we're not looking at, like, Kakan-style experiments for why Terran could bend.
Well,
it might be a few steps removed from that, but...
Do you think Khan can bend because of experiments? Because that's horrifying if that's the case.
No,
I think parts of his bending are from experiments.
Yes, but I don't think, like, all of it is.
yeah, that's what it is. I don't
Correct.
think it gave him the ability to bend like it did Terran. It just changed how he did bending. Which was the main thing I was just not... Like I said, the notion that someone might be able to become a bender through tech was out of left field for me.
Speaking of which, here he is now.
Hi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man of the hour.
My ears are burning.
Oh no, I was saying yours were good. I was confused by Terran.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not confused by Terran, I'm not doing my job right.
Yeah.
He's got a point.
True.
Okay, I think I have these numbers incorrect.
Let's say confused, horrified, column A, column B.
Why would you be horrified? He is an ally.
There he is.
Is that what we call punching bags?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Ooh-yaku.
Enjoy.
Hulu.
What are we enjoying, Izzy?
76. The timeline.
He's giving us how old everyone actually is for completely fine reasons.
Don't worry about it.
There's no way that this might be a ploy of Izzy's in any way whatsoever.
I still like my prediction.
8 years the oldest.
No.
Remember, Hotaru's the oldest.
Year is 48. That makes them the oldest.
But Hotaru is 50.
No. She's 19. Look at her
The
age.
thing is, I was actually trying to decide if it should be late 40s or early 50s.
Yeah, Hotaru is physically 19, but time displaced because of winter soldiering.
I know. I'm just fucking
Yes,
around.
Hotaru is 50. Soldier.
Hotaru's 19.
Yeah.
We all
50 being the winter soldier.
There's no account for that. 4, 5, 6. Hey,
I'm 8.
you are 8, and you will always be 8 for all of time.
Because I'll probably die at 8 years old.
Probably. Sean, are you here?
Now you're thinking like one of my family members.
Yep.
I don't know, Dad.
Yeah, I'm
you did
here.
fucking sacrifice yourself, so that's a thing. To work through that.
Like this is not the first time that this scenario or similar sacrifice self scenario has come up in these games.
No.
Dan dies like 80% of the time.
I
No!
do, and it's usually self-sacrifice.
I need a stable
in
fucking
retrospect.
parental figure.
It's
Yeah.
either self-sacrifice
It's not going to happen with this game.
or the dice just turn
No!
against you.
And
Yeah, this game is pretty hard to die in, so like,
Yeah.
Dan
No.
is probably living.
If I turn to Dan and say, Dan, this looks like a lethal blow. Do you want to die? And Dan says yes, then Dan has died. That's how this works.
Yep.
Like, it's that simple. It's a yes or no question.
Yep.
Yeah, which I do think that this, more so than Pokemon, has decent odds of one of us going, you know what? The major twist on this action, or the scenario for this, yeah, my character is fucking dying.
I don't think it ever happens like as a major twist. It's more just like a story decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't be
I
a
think
twist
that would
from
be
what
the
has-
player choosing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is. I will never put death on the table for you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I just won't
Nope.
do that.
We'll put death on the table, like for that Rattata.
Well, Kenzie is now 2 for 2 games of getting NPCs wrecked.
What are you talking about? I only killed that Rattata, but it deserved it.
No, it didn't.
It certainly did.
There's
It was
no such
literally
thing as
a
Rattata that
baby!
deserves it.
It certainly deserved death.
It was a literal baby.
Actually, it was a fetus. It was an egg.
That's not better.
It was only an egg because time was rewound for it.
Hey, in some states that's legal, okay?
Wow.
Wow, too far.
Sure God, the recording
Yikes,
wasn't
too
started.
real.
The recording's been going for 5 minutes.
Sweet.
Wow.
That's on the internet
All
forever
right.
now.
So
for
the
those
so the
who
name
didn't
of this
listen to the
the
last
name of this
campaign.
session is Nara is pro-choice.
They
Oh.
demonetized it.
Please no.
It's been more than a minute. It's probably fine.
Okay, we're yeah. No one listens.
Yeah, this would be
Yeah,
worrisome if anyone other than us
Nara.
listened to these.
You're gonna actually have to edit this one, Izzy.
I might have to.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome to session 20.
So controversial. What the fuck?
So everybody, welcome
God
to
damn.
Fine.
welcome to session
Oh my God.
20 of Avatar: The Legend of Taran.
I really like, side note, how Kenzie has already gotten memorable quotes and we haven't even started playing yet.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Are you serious?
Well, that's from.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be because it's making up for lost time from people that missed the session.
Yep. All right.
That was me listening back through the ones that I missed. Hi, I have returned.
So
Yeah.
speaking of which,
Hold on, I'm trying to fucking.
Laura, since you've recently listened to the past
Why is this
2
still
weeks,
going?
I don't know. Since you've recently,
Ah! My God.
Yeah, Izzy.
I'm gonna keep talking, Kenzie.
Not you. Sorry, I was yelling at my computer.
Stop yelling at me, Kenzie. Laura, since you're the person who recently listened to all the last 2 weeks, why don't you give the recap as to what's gone on?
Oh boy. Well, the party is blind, and I understand Izzy's pain. Y'all finally figured out what I figured out the first session we met the circus, which was the circus was fully replaced by the Fire Nation.
Why didn't you say
You picked up on that
anything?
fast.
Because, less specific clues, more knowledge from my own backstory, because I was just like, wait, the circus got arrested for propaganda. So why would they be out of jail and wandering around? And also there's this other reason where Izzy could develop pain, and oh no.
Laura had a very strong gut feeling about this.
Yeah,
I had a
He
very
was
strong
right.
gut feeling, and I was right. I was
I mean,
delirious.
I'm mostly giving your
Stuff.
your character shit for being an animal and thus mute.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know, but also
Okay, Laura,
Ming Hua.
I'm not going to judge you. Coco would have done the same thing.
There are also reasons Ming Hua did not notice anything was wrong.
Yeah.
So
I think here's a question for you rather than Izzy, because Izzy would have a different answer. What was the biggest hint that we just completely whiffed?
oh boy.
I know what the answer to that is, because I've told you what it was a week and a half ago.
Yeah, and to be fair, like, this was a hint that I had noticed but thought was a genuine mistake rather than a deliberate mess up.
I mean, you are our ally. You're not Izzy. You should tell
And
us.
well, by the time Izzy pointed it out to me and I went, wait, fuck, you were doing that on purpose, that was right before the 2 sessions that I missed, so I wasn't going to say anything, and also it was a bit too late, shit was going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, what was the big thing, though?
I kept calling Ming Hua girl.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
that.
that was one that I thought was more a statement about...
Yeah, no, that's
Like-
not the first time that's happened. Like as an for not this game, but as an out of character thing. So I assumed that's what it was.
Yeah, I assumed
Yeah,
it was a
okay,
mistake
yeah.
in part because, like, you know, I didn't care. I rolled for it earlier on, so I'm just like, yeah, I don't really feel like correcting
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
Turns out I should have. Oh
I think
well.
that was mostly just a, this seems like a weird mistake dismissal.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty much.
The thing was, I was very consistent. The only person who was calling Minghua the wrong gender was the ringmaster.
Was the ringmaster. Yep.
Exclusively. Everybody else was calling Minghua boy.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, the
No,
Izzy
I thought
that
pointed
was
it
a-
out.
Almost called
character
it out
pick
and
of the
was like,
ringmaster
what?
being a dick.
Yeah, no. So y'all had fun. The party got split in ways that Izzy did not expect. And then y'all started learning different information. That is entertaining, and my brain is doing a loop-de-loop, so I'm not really remembering what was in which specific episode, but refer back to my answer to the question for all the, bits of information y'all missed, apparently, or forgot about, because holy fuck.
We are not smart.
I'll read them out for the recording. How can the Spy Master exactly replicate someone else's face like that? Did he go through something related to what Kakan did? I wonder if the White Lotus got the circus treatment. What will that orb let the evil science division do? I'd like details on what exactly Kono is having a meltdown about, and how that sort of thing might be affecting other spirits in the world, and who exactly is inside Thomas, and does it match the guess I made ages ago?
I don't.
Which was your guess?
I mean, I probably said it on recording, but up to Izzy if I should say it now.
You guys can say it. I don't actually remember what any of you guys guessed.
I guessed that the Avatar was Thomas's power source, because he mentioned being dug out of the ocean. But I also don't remember if we straight up had confirmation of a witness to Aang's murder, or if it was just assumed that he was
There
dead.
is no witness to Aang's murder that we've had on screen.
Yep, that's what I thought.
You might be right.
Yep. Yeah, no, the instant I was just like, yeah, they got me out of somewhere dark. More
I mean,
of
that
them were just
was
like,
also my
oh,
guess that it's literally just Aang.
It might just be Aang. There's a low chance that it's, just whoever the next Avatar is. But yeah, no, I made that guess ages ago, and I'm just like,
If that is Aang, you realize what that means, right?
Look, we know that the power sources are people now.
No, but that means there is no Avatar.
Yep.
No, it means we have to have the train master all 4 elements.
Yes.
Look, one of the goals has already been freeing Thomas from the weird thing he is stuck in, which is different than what the other power sources are, because Thomas's is not a view screen. And yeah, Avatar has been a guess for a while, either Aang or the second Avatar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I will reiterate this freely right now because technically Rizek has eyes on it. The power source that they are throwing in there had a view screen on it with a sleeping individual with energy sparking between their hair before the shutter on it was closed. The outside...
Right, and they're currently swapping Thomas out with this other power source.
Yes, however, this power source, the entire exterior is heavily riveted and has like cathodes on the outside for the energy to travel between. If you recall from earlier sessions, Thomas's is almost like a smooth metal orb, like an egg.
Yep.
Orb.
All right.
There's also the thing that Rhiannon referred to what was dredged out of the ocean not being a person, which could be just blatant racism or propaganda, or could mean that is something else.
It could be Appa!
Yeah, my brain immediately went there.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, I think that pretty much sums up to where we've been.
We did a good job.
You guys did a very good
Yeah, what
job.
the fuck? How did your infiltration go that well? Also, Nara advocating for the rules was hysterical. You did straight up get a dude killed, though.
Just like his name was Rattata.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in denial about a lot of things.
Yeah.
You're 8. It's not your fault.
My dad sacrificed himself. I'm very emotionally troubled right now. I have a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm still
Is
saying.
is the friend in your head
the
feeding you
fact
lines?
that they're apparently now not questioning 8-year-old Sergeant.
I'm very short for my age. How dare you?
Hey, listen, man. Fire Nation is meritocracy. You succeed, you do well. Who's to say?
Look, they put Azula in charge of how much at 14?
Too much.
To
be fair,
Does any of the nobility have, children?
That is how they perpetuate themselves, yes.
Traditionally...
Yeah, but is there like a brother to or uncle that would have a child that I could pretend to be?
That sounds like we're getting into hubris territory, which I out of character am for. You should not tell me you want to do this in character.
I want to.
Kenzie, if you want to roll me a history check to figure out what the Fire Lord's family tree presently looks like, feel free to. You're rolling your min die.
Oh god, are you going to be... Iroh's not that old, I don't think, but are you going to be impersonating him? Because that would be hysterical.
I don't think Iroh is that old.
He's not.
Ages get weird in Avatar.
I will go on a rant about this at the end of game when we are
Alright.
You have
final
already gone
session.
on this rant before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you went on this rant while we were designing characters, Izzy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You had a hell of a time finding Ira's age.
One.
Wow.
Would you like to succeed with a major twist, or would you like
Please.
to fail?
It'll blow up spectacularly, but it would be amazing.
Also, I guess we're starting with Nara.
Yes.
I'd
Hotaru.
say I guess we're going to be getting captured way earlier than we thought we were.
Yeah, that is what it is.
If you guys get captured while the rest of us manage to escape, I will find it hilarious.
Izzy, I know you don't want us polling, but
This was all already solved. I'm just
I'm gonna
be
go
here.
and pee for 2 minutes and let you discuss how bad this is going to go.
yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna be here biting my nails in
So
stress.
what's gonna
So,
happen
my
is you're
favorite thing is that, like, in the jail, Kakan is trying to get everyone out through basically a, hey, I want a crack team of specialists, and use the fact that they're willing to promote him so we can all get out and figure out things. While Rizik has done a jailbreak, I'm sure Han and Mimois are going to do something now that both of them are in a jail cell, and a separate team is trying to break in to break us out.
I mean, of course we're going to do something. We've got the Grandmaster of the White Lotus in there with us.
To be fair, my group is steadfastly practicing neutral Jin right now.
Fucking
Yep.
me.
I just love the idea of either multiple breakouts happening simultaneously, or all of us to, like, get outside on Thomas in the tank train to see
Everyone else
Yara,
getting frog
Hotaru,
marched in.
and Nara being, like, brought in on chains and just going,
Hi,
fuck.
guys.
Okay, like, this is definitely the worst possible idea, but it has really entertaining story implications.
I know, right?
Yeah, this is the reason why if you told me this in characters were like, no, don't do it, and if you decide to do it anyway, that might be okay, you're doing your own infiltration plan.
I had that idea like last episode or last whatever. When I was like telling the guy off, and I was just like, wouldn't that be really funny if I pretended to be like a royal cousin or something? Like pass myself off as like one of the royal children. Because I mean, how much do they really pay attention to like, you know, Harry's kids? I don't know.
My unfortunate answer is you would have to be able to firebend to do that.
Every Fire Nation Royal is a firebender?
I mean, look, she has matches, even if they're shitty ones.
She did roll a 1. She might think that that's not the case.
I could be the, like, the shit, like, cousin. No.
Okay.
I feel like if one of the Fire Alert's kids can't firebend, they get disowned.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So, what did you guys decide?
I'm not gonna do it.
You're gonna opt to fail? Kenzie, you have no knowledge on Fire Nation lineage.
Bummer. As an 8-year-old, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, me neither.
Nope.
Hotaru and Yura, you guys are currently with Nara and Taryn, having recently donned the Fire Nation outfits that Nara had gotten for you guys last session. What are you doing?
I'm going to be rolling to boost everybody on here's what our bluff can be when we're inside for what common orders are, what common orders were.
Okay.
Who are you boosting?
You and Nara, mostly Nara, considering Nara's the one who, if we get any questions, is going to have to open her mouth and lie.
Yeah,
I'm good at lying.
Okay.
Probably a good idea. All right, let me see if I can think of a good boost to give.
We're in green, is he?
You are still in green, yes. The combat tracker in front of you guys is presently accurate.
Okay, all right, I got a clever one. I'm actually going to take advantage of stone sculpting before we go in, because I still have earth out here. And Nara, I'm going to use earthbending and buff up your appearance a little bit to make you look bigger by stuffing your shirt full of very well-placed rocks and dirt.
Okay.
You're gonna give me abs?
Rock hard abs, in fact.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I'm here for this.
Hold on a minute. Where
Okay, yeah, that's a +3, Nara.
All right,
Woo!
all right, Kenzie.
It should make you
I'm
look
gonna
a
be
little bit.
buff.
It should help you make you look a little bit older to stay in character.
Oh, and actually, I realized something. I
Oh
rolled a 1.
yeah.
All right, Kenzie, grab your
I'm 12 now.
grab your +3 from your buff, the mod size deck.
6 is still only a +2. Oh well.
6 is still only a +2, and you were applying that to Hotaru and to Nara.
If I'm allowed to give both of them a +2 for lying, then yes, but mostly it would be Nara if I'm not.
Kenzie, you gotta.
There's +3. Oh god.
Kenzie, that's a persistent, Kenzie. Just
No.
go to
This one.
go to choose, and then drag it to your icon at the bottom of the screen.
Okay, hold on.
You can do this. I have faith in you.
I'm trying.
Use your
There's
mouse.
2 down here.
No, into your name in the lower left over your icon. Not your character icon. The where it says Game Master Graveless Otaru.
Yeah.
Lower. Down into your profile bar thing.
Okay. I'm doing it over my name.
Can you drop it into your name?
No.
Hold on, let me do it for you. Hold on. How is this failing? This is like the second.
I'm not stupid. You can't do it either.
There, enjoy.
How'd you do that?
Magic!
No, teach me.
I dragged it right from the deck into your name. I did not put it on the field.
This is just like an IT phone call with my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Yura, you can affect 2 people with a basic boost by taking a minor twist.
No, I'll just throw it at Nara.
Okay, sounds good. So, Nara, you can also get a +2
Okay, let me try this again.
directly onto your name, not onto the field. There you go. Success.
I did it.
Okay, so how are you guys getting into this facility? As I explained last time, you guys are, you have left BB kind of in the bushes, back in the forest. There is a opening in the south end of the fortress. There is a unfinished metal wall that acts as the perimeter of the compound with the building inside that you guys can get up to. That opening leads to a sheer mountain face. Obviously mostly rock, and there's no ground underneath. It immediately empties out into the mouth of a river channel where the boats would be coming in to meet to the dock, and there's a lot of sharp, pointy rocks at the base of it. So if anybody tried to get in or fell from that height, it would most definitely be lethal.
As I said, I believe the answer is wait until we have cover of darkness and then fly to that entrance on BB.
Okay. The other option, which I should just say so you know, after you guys, if you were to come up from the dock area, it leads to another raised section, which is then connected by a long steel bridge from the entrance of the forest, going all the way into the fortress proper. So on that bridge, there's like no cover or anything, and it's wide enough for several carriages to fit side by side towards the main
That
entrance.
sounds like a place they'll be watching.
It is, in fact. It is very heavily guarded with several sentry towers on both sides. But you do see that there is a group of people from the boats heading up, following those 2 drunkards that Nara bumped into, who are heading up that way.
The ones without badges that everyone's avoiding?
The ones that don't have... one of them has a rank. You don't recognize what it is. The other one does not.
Do I know what his rank is?
Are you going to get close to him?
Could I have Nara describe what it looked like?
It looks like a badge.
I
No.
mean, you were just in uniform land.
Yeah, Nara, roll me intuition and creativity.
Sure.
Amuse me.
Oh no, Izzy needs to be amused. We're doomed.
No, Izzy is easily amused.
I am.
One.
Oh boy.
Would you like to succeed with a major twist, or would you like to fail?
I would like to fail, and I would just tell him, it's gold.
It's gold, and it looks like the sun.
Yeah.
They all look like the sun.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, how many spikes is it? Does it have any inlays? Never mind, we're not getting anything from this.
I mean, can I try to look at it from here?
Everyone's just staring very intently at the drunkards, like,
We're really far
Yeah.
away.
Again, you guys are presently up on a hill. Like Nara came back from the docks to get you guys dressed up. If you want to go closer to the docks, you can freely do so. But
we gotta get that swagger.
But these
Let's
guys
go.
are already starting to head up into the compound proper.
Let's go on the docks. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
let
go
Hira
sit
lead,
back and
though.
watch and let the actual stealthy people do the actual stealthy thing.
Okay.
That sounds boring.
So who are
So
the
do you
who
need
are
to go
the
in and get a closer look?
who are the actual stealthy people? Nara and
I have stealth.
okay, the two of you.
Actually, I
I
just
actually
realized,
don't have
Izzy-
stealth, do I?
Yep.
Actually, I realized, Izzy, I might actually be one of the ones who's reasonable that I use Principle of Fire on virtue of this is sneaking around a Fire Nation compound.
Oh, you're really stretching that one right there. I will allow it, but you're really stretching the use of
Izzy,
that.
I could use my other principle instead, which is much more relevant for, yeah, sometimes when traveling you have to not get noticed by stuff.
What can you say? Is he's got a burning desire to know?
Fine. I will allow Nomad. You guys have achieved your first hero point of the session.
Woo!
Okay. Yeah, and you guys also have Taryn with you.
Oh god. Does he still have his bands?
The things you don't have any relevance to know about, maybe.
Yeah, why would he not have that?
Yep.
Alright, Izzy, that's a 9.
Okay, a 9 for...
Yeah, I was paying attention in the last game, is he? Meh.
Yeah. Roll me prankster and agility, Kenzie. Hotaru, what's your roll for this?
Are we just trying to stealth and get closer?
That's what it sounds like.
Get close without getting noticed, that does not necessarily mean stealth, it means fit
Ooh.
in.
I mean, I have the stealth skill. I feel like I would use it here.
Yep.
I'm going to use momentum, try and flow with the crowd.
Sure.
What does my 2 get me?
Okay.
Oh my
I
god.
missed the first roll. That's a success with minor twist for me.
Yeah. All right, Nara, do you want to succeed, or do you want, with a major twist, or do you want to fail?
Yes. Success.
Success?
Oh.
Okay, so as you guys are stealthing over there, Nara, you're going to bump into some guys, and you're just going to start pulling rank on them.
I am very, very confident in my stolen uniform.
Yeah.
Yep.
As a result of this, Yira and Hotaru, you guys managed to blend pretty effectively without issue because Nara is making a scene. This scene is gathering a crowd. But like you guys aren't called out yet. Like most people are actually buying that the buff, very short woman is very angry at these two poor privates who bumped into her on the dock.
Documented shit that if you force your body to what is it? It stunts your metabolism if you're gonna go hog wild on working out when you're really little. So that could be a thing for me.
Oh yeah, no, they're don't mess with her, man. Look at how jacked she is.
How tall is an average 8-year-old?
I feel this is most relevant to the people in this game who have children. To know the answer to that.
I'll say about the size
I
of my
could be
5-year-old
up
nephew.
to 54 inches. So that's not that bad.
Okay, so you're 4.5 feet tall, I'll say.
Yeah, that could be a very short, that's 5'4", 54 inches, right? No.
No.
How tall is that?
No,
No,
it is
that's
not.
4'6".
No,
Yeah.
that's 4'6". You're 4.5
I
feet
can do
tall.
things. 4.5 feet. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you
I got excitable and I was like, 5 foot. I can work with that.
I don't know. It sounds like obviously this sergeant is some sort of prodigy for being so buff and also so young.
I
Yes,
could also be a midget.
Little person.
little person.
Sorry, yeah, you're right, little person.
Yeah, but in any case, Kenzie, you're just going to be like, there are going to be several people who are just like starting to salute you and saying, "We're so sorry, man. We didn't mean to do this. Like, we were just going about our duties, and we didn't see you. I mean, of course, we saw you there, man. But we weren't. We apologize. We didn't. They don't know how to get out the words that they didn't see you because you're so short.
I'm also wearing a hat that adds 3 inches to my height. I want to point that out. That's very important.
Of course, you've got the Fire Nation helmet on. That.
Yep.
I just whispered a year. I'm like, I kind of can't believe this is working.
Of course you didn't see me. You were at work. That makes sense. Now be at ease and continue on as you were. I have business elsewhere.
Yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am. Salute. Let me make a few rolls.
Yeah. Back to her. This is very much a statement of even more problems with the state of the Fire Nation and the.
Are you with us?
No. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I am successfully blending into a crowd as a completely normal soldier.
Hotaru and Yira, I'll give you this one for free. As Nara is making this scene, the workers on the docks were also in uniform. You know, they're going about their day. They took notice, but whatever. There were a couple people who were still on the boat that just came in, that you can tell are just narrowing their eyes from a distance. But at Nara, but not approaching.
Well, she has made
Time to go.
a scene.
Alright, let's continue on our way.
Yeah.
Continuing to blend into the crowd, and now mostly watching Nora from the side to see if we can see what rank these two drunkards are.
Sure. Yira, just make me an awareness check to see if you can pick them out from a distance.
Okay. Awareness, you say? Roll
the
the dice.
I guess I should make.
Luckily, I'm me. Luckily, I'm still me.
You can also make this check, Hotaru.
I'm
Nope.
busy strutting my stuff.
Definitely not.
Okay, is yours a 3? Oh no, yours is a 6.
Yes, because I got to re-roll until it worked.
Well, I could do that, couldn't I?
You could just collection this because you're you.
Oh, no, I can re-roll it. I also have that ability.
The re-roll ones?
Why have you not been using that?
Not once. I can just re-roll the whole pool.
Oh.
Because doing collections is better. And it hurts me 1 every time I use it.
Oh no,
Yep.
1 damage. You can.
You're in yellow, right?
Nope.
No. We're back to green.
You guys are back to full as of last session.
I'm going to just fail it.
Okay. Yira with a 6 from this distance. Okay, so
Is the answer high rank enough that I really don't want to be near him?
okay, so the correct answer is yes. One of them, the one who doesn't have his helmet on, who you can actually see the rank. Not only do you recognize this as the rank of a commander, you know who this person is.
Oh boy, who is this?
This is Commander Sung. Last seen chasing you guys on the warship as you were escaping from Weirtail Island.
Okay, I was wondering which list of names that was from.
Yeah. For clarification, this is General Sakam's quote-unquote only child.
All right. Yep.
Do I recognize him by appearance then?
You failed.
You failed.
And you wouldn't know who he is.
All right.
That is information that's going to be given to Hotaru later.
Yeah.
And
The other person is not wearing is not wearing a helmet but has a hood pulled up, and you couldn't make out any discernible identification as far as rank on their armor. However, the person is incredibly chummy with the commander, to the point where not only are they apparently willing to get drunk together, but they're, willing to almost playfully, albeit in some cases a little bit roughly, punching each other in the shoulder kind of thing.
Is this mostly just they know each other well, or is there some kiss ass going on here?
Yeah, that is
they know each other very well. Maybe a little bit of kiss ass from the commander towards
commander
to the cloaked figure. Yeah, maybe
I think we got the royal.
Very little bit, but like they seem to be on pretty good terms.
Okay, all right.
All right, with that, I'm going to pause you guys for now. Who would like to go next? We have Han and Menghua in the jail cells down below, or we have Kakan, or we have Rizik.
It's probably a good time for Team Neutral Jin.
Sure.
Team Neutral Jin sounds fun.
All right.
Everyone else is meditating. I'm finally waking up.
Yeah, you're finally making up from the exorbitant amount of, elephant bear tranquilizers they have dumped into your system.
Yeah, they probably just gave me extra because they were just like, we don't have manacles big enough for that one.
Yeah. Once we get them to the prison, there will be manacles there. But yeah, Menghua, as you wake up, you find yourself similar to Han and several of the others. You have shackles on. It's not like keeping your arms close together or anything, but like if you tried to like do a full sprint or like stretch out your arms, it would be difficult. The extra chain is just kind of dragging along the floor.
Is there anything around I could use to like break out of these?
You know what? Fuck it. I'll just bring you guys to this map.
Power of strong, or that sounds like just roll and overcome, right?
Yeah, that is kind of just an overcome. Actually, I will. Yeah, I'll bring you guys to this map. You're gonna if you do this is gonna require several overcomes. But
yeah, not surprised.
This is about where you are. If Han and Menghua, if you guys would not mind dragging yourselves into the red box at the bottom of the map.
I just feel like roll and overcome to find something, roll and overcome to use it. That's how the system works.
Yeah. Why are you so tiny?
Because little. We're not allowed to be big yet.
I wish I were big.
You wish you were an Apex. Okay, yeah, Menghua, roll me an overcome. See what you find around here.
I mean, depending on what I find, that's going to change my approach to how I do this, but...
Sure. Well, make an overcome. We'll see if I'll give you a list of useful-ish things.
Searching for shit is not my strong point.
Strong is your strong point.
Strong is your strong point.
I mean, the answer could be someone left a thing that Menghua has with they can like do leverage on the ground.
I want a major twist. I want to see what Izzy will whip out in this situation.
Oh no.
Crazy.
Well, you see, someone left something there for the previous occupant. You might not want to touch it, though.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay, sure. Okay, so...
And Izzy's just like, what the fuck can I use here?
So, alright, so in your room, you're looking around, and you're like, okay, you see a bunch of, like, poorly made beds. Like, the wood is splintering, but, like, it's not gonna, do anything to metal. The mattresses are, like, flat and springless. There's a piss pot in the corner. You're like, oh, but it's made of metal. Maybe that'll be useful. And you go over to it, and it's mostly full. There's like a sloshing sound on the inside. You're just looking around for like something, anything to give purchase. Really the only metal stuff that you can find in here that could work on these manacles would in fact be the bars on the cell and the other manacles. And as you're looking around, you're just seeing Kono just like kind of grabbing her head like almost to the point of pulling out her own hair.
That's bad.
As her skin is like, growing even grayer and grayer, and she's just like, I can't stand this place anymore, and she's just going to like thrust her palms into the floor, and you're gonna see her fingers just like rake the metal ground, and you're realizing those fingers aren't fingers with nails anymore. They have full on turned into talons, and they are actually leaving a pretty good like indents in the ground, like not fully cutting through it, but like, you know, you can definitely see like these claw marks are like going through here.
Mingwa is going to abort the search and immediately like hustle over to Kono and try to envelop her in a hug.
Has anyone here read Sweet Home? Because that is exactly the vibes I'm getting right now.
I have not.
Oh God, don't say that.
Right? But doesn't it feel like that?
I'm hoping it's not that.
Sweet Home.
It's a Korean. But
it looks like a slasher movie.
In some ways, it is. But anyway, let's hope it's not that.
You just don't want to think about it, Ziggy.
Mingwa is going to try and envelop Kono in a nice, warm, gentle hug. You know, with manacles.
Yeah, she's just going to look up at you and like stare like directly into your eyes, and you see looking into hers, her eyes are just getting more and more bloodshot, and she's just like, "How can you stand this?"
Ziggy, this is exactly what this is.
There's no comfort left in humanity. All people here are doing is causing pain to one another. It's unbearable. Those poor people down below. They'll never know solace. And yeah, no, she's like her body is starting to contort in ways that do not seem natural.
Izzy, please stop
I'm just trying to arrange her so she's comfortable and looking at Han like, do something.
Izzy, please stop unintentionally channeling this comic.
You don't want me to trust me. It's getting worse. Han, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I mean, this is also probably about when Mingwan notices Sagan and just like does a triple take.
Yeah, no, like, you know, that they're over there, like, as he noticed you get up, like, you're just gonna, like, look over and you just, like, see, like, tears welling up in his eyes. And, you know, him and several people, the children and the elderly, you know, in the cage directly across from you, like, "Oh, my dear sweet boy, you've returned. We missed you so."
I guess I'm gonna...
I immediately start signing about what were those shows you were putting on that were so bad.
All right, let's try to negotiate with Kono. Kono, I understand. Right now, we need to be calm and patient. If you let yourself go like this, you're not going to be able to help anyone. If you're patient now and calm, we can help them once we get out.
She's just gonna look at you like, "Don't you ever tell me to be calm. I've tried doing it the way my mother told me to. She told me to be nice and offer comfort to others, offer comfort to humanity, and it's never enough. Why is it never good enough for you people?"
Mingwa makes a questioning noise at the mention of mother.
She's going to mostly ignore you and just be staring at Han, because her ire is currently directed at humans. Han, if you pick up on that, you are more than welcome to translate that. She's going to continue. "For centuries, I tried to offer comfort to people, and all they've ever done is hurt, lie, and cheat one another. It changed me. And after centuries of what I had become, I was told maybe I should try going back to the way things were, if only for a short time. And I come back to this, and this is what humanity has to offer. You don't deserve comfort. All you offer each other is the absence of comfort. What you all need is vengeance.
Uh-oh.
Judgment will be upon you and all of your kind." And as she's saying this, her skin is starting to, like, seep and ooze this, like, black ichor that's going to coat all of her skin.
Oh, my fur is getting covered in this. Mingwa clearly does not like this, but also feels like letting go of the hug would be worse.
It's not coating her head, by the way. It's coating the rest of her body as, like, her bones continue to crick and crack.
Yeah, Mingwa is getting visibly freaked out.
And, You saying anything, Han?
I'm trying to form a response while you play your cutscene.
Your response is needed.
You're not entirely wrong. Humans can be cruel, incredibly so. My whole life has been a story of that. But you don't have to choose either being everything to everyone or bloody vengeance. Is there something that makes you happy? Anything?
I used to take comfort.
In comfort.
Thanks, lore. I just saw the off-topic post.
Look, you were starting to theorize about what I could find in a cell.
My God. Okay. I've completely lost my train of thought now. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
This is why you don't go and look at off topic until after the game.
Yep.
It's true.
Do I cause problems?
She's just going to look at you and say, and after all the pain and suffering they've caused you, you don't wish justice upon them?
Sometimes I do.
And
Some nights are worse than others. And sometimes, yeah, I'd love nothing more than to see them all burn, but that doesn't change anything. Even if I could find every single person that burned down the Southern Air Temple, it wouldn't undo anything. It wouldn't change the last 20 years, so... No, most of the time, I just want to... I've spent 20 years trying to carve out my own little place in the world, because ultimately that's all I am capable of. And I think
reach
before
over,
you-
gently slap you on the head, and make the, name, the signs for Nara.
And I think before you put your entire identity into helping people or avenging people or comforting or whatever it is, you really need to decide what makes you happy on your own. Otherwise, this back and forth is just going to rip you apart.
being in the natural world, I think, is what's truly ripping me apart.
Then we need to get you home. And I know we can't do that right now, but we'll find a way to get you home. I don't think, as much as I think spirits are good and important for the world, I understand a lot of them are not meant for the material world.
Han, I'm gonna let you make me I almost want to say like a persuasion check, trying to bring Kono back a little bit.
Can I make it insight?
Sure.
Let's see. Do I want to...
This is a success, but with a minor twist.
Let's go with that. That seems appropriate.
Okay. So, what I will say is, you've at least calmed Kono down enough to halt whatever is going on with her. But it's the amount of transformation she has already started undergoing is not going to retract. So looking at her now, instead of being this beautiful woman wearing these rather revealing outfits, it almost looks like she is in a black, like skin-tight bodysuit. Her fingers have grown at least 3 inches longer, coming to sharp points. And again, her entire body, from like her neck down, is just think almost like black, and you'd almost say it's hard. It's like some kind of armor, but like completely form-fitting on her.
Okay.
Thank you, Kenzie.
So, Kono,
Yee.
have you ever played Pai Sho?
Long time ago.
Let's play some games while we figure out a way to get out of here.
Yeah, Sagan is going to slide the Pai Sho board from his end with the tiles, with the extra bag of tiles over to you, so you guys can play that as he goes back to coughing and laying down for a little bit.
Oh, I don't get to have a conversation with him yet.
If you want to, you can. Like, you guys...
I want to. I want to start grilling him on why the show sucked so much.
Yeah, do that while we're playing the game.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just going to... Like, yours is mostly going to be a non-verbal...
Yeah. I mean, is he going to be signing back, or is he going to be speaking so Han gets some of it?
I mean, with you, he would predominantly sign, which you know feels right. But he'd probably be like one of those translators where he'd be signing it, but also saying the words at the same time.
Yep.
So Han can get it as well. It's like, which show are you talking about, Minghua? The
one the circus was putting on. That we just saw. It sucked.
The last show we put on was with you.
Wait, what? Minghua has not made the connection that this is a different Sagan yet.
We've been stuck in here for 6 months. Wondering where they sent you.
Then why did I meet you outside?
What now? And you just get like this confused look on his face.
I found the whole circus. It included you. I saw you without your makeup, and it was you, and you were in charge.
He's going to look at you and say, that's impossible. Unless...
Manuel's going to, like, slap Han on the shoulder a bit and make motions like, tell him.
We saw someone that looks just like you, who was, well, I assume pretending to be you now, given what's going on.
I mean, unless they're some kind of master of disguise, or it's some kind of... He's going to say, like, wearily looking at Kono, who is studying the Pai Sho board unblinkingly. Some kind of spirit intervention, and with that, she's just going to kind of look up, and her gaze is just going to fix on him as her neck kind of like turns in a awkward angle. It's not possible. I've been here this entire time. I mean, we've lost many of our circus members. They've been sent to the work camps. Only the elderly and the children remain.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of fill him in about the fake circus and the avatar that we don't fully know is fake yet, because we're in the wrong group for that.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that, and like just keep emphasizing that like it was you. It wasn't just. I mean, it was a little weird, but it wasn't just makeup changing the face.
Yeah, all he's going to reiterate is like, no, Actually, Minghua, I'm going to have you make this overcome check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
What am I overcoming?
I want to see... Well, I'll let you roll your escaped circus animal, or banter, your choice. I want you to make me a check to see if you can spark any memories in him, or any type of knowledge that he would have.
Oh, boy. Because I'm helping someone and it's difficult, can I call Principal of the Sidekick?
Absolutely.
Go.
Oof, that's an 8.
That's a success.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I make Izzy happy.
That's such a good noise to hear from Izzy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, make him suffer.
This isn't me suffering. This is me just like, well, crap. I wasn't expecting this to come out now.
Were you expecting it to be slower?
Oh, this is not gonna go well. Okay, whatever. Yeah.
Izzy, we already knew this entire place was going to be burning to the ground.
Actually, no. Okay, I know how that he's going to do this because he's not an idiot. As you know, all of you, Hama, Kono, Han, and Minghua are like looking back at him as he's looking at you with a confused face. Minghua, he's going to begin signing and saying, "I think," and he's going to look at everybody in that cell, and then he's immediately going to close his mouth and continue signing to you, Minghua.
Okay.
So no one else hears what he is saying.
Okay.
Would you like this privately or publicly?
Let's do it public to entertain other people.
Okay. He is going to sign to you that there is one way this could be possible. In my travels, when we were entertaining the Fire Nation, there was the where the hell are my notes? They're there. There was the village of Hira, which was known for its theater goers. They were true patrons of the arts, and they had a considerable acting troupe there on their own. But there was a local superstition about a spirit that lived nearby in what people called the Forgetful Valley. It was said that any who entered that valley would never return, and the few who did were forever changed, either having lost their memories, their identities, or having lost themselves completely and come out a completely different person with a different face.
Minghua is frowning very deeply at this.
Boy, I think I see where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put you guys on pause now.
Oh,
That
boy.
seems fitting.
Yep.
Okay.
Time for Jailbreak Part 1.
Well, we've got to go back to Kakan or Rizik. So,
I mean, I'm fully prepared to be at the end here because, like, I'm sure
Yeah, I
Kakan's
can go.
thinking, yeah. All Kakan is thinking is, oh, great, everyone will be out of jail in no time. This is going to go so smoothly.
Yeah, I can go.
You and your Kool-Aid, man.
oh my god, this is just so bizarre.
Kakan has a plan.
There's no
We are not going along with Kakan's plan, but he doesn't know that yet.
If only other people knew about this plan.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a secret plan.
So,
A+ communication skills with this group.
I mean, we're all in different rooms.
Yeah, it's not exactly our fault the party
Oh, yeah.
wound up
No.
split.
Oh, no, I know it's not, but it's funny all the same.
It's,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
is it my fault?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
do love how the people who are in probably the most danger are doing the least to get out.
Yeah, details.
Details. All right, Rizik then.
Look, given that Sagan has already said that, like, they can't get out, Minghua isn't entirely even sure about trying.
Mm-hmm.
Rizik, I'm dragging you to this map.
Oh,
Yay,
boy.
I get a separate map.
You do, because you're currently on the outside. So, you're probably somewhere in this general vicinity. I believe it's Alt-Shift. No, Shift. There you go. You're probably up here, and you can clearly see the tank train down below with several Fire Nation engineers nearby. I will just get a couple of these guys over here. As you look around the exterior, you see the bridge heading off to the east, which leads to the another mountain top leading into a forest. And you can see the entire courtyard is just full of soldiers, much more than I could presently have represented on this map. But it looks like they have rolled out a red carpet leading across the bridge.
Sorry, go.
As several important people are apparently coming.
Okay, so there's no closed gate. The bridge isn't like a drawbridge that they could quickly open and close.
So I'll draw this in orange just so it's easy for everybody to see. So there are several portcullises and large drop downs. The bridge is not a drawbridge, but you have a gate here, a gate at the other end, and a gate in here. So there's 2 subsections of gates effectively.
I'm assuming that they are metal, not wood.
Correct. Yeah, this entire fortress is metal.
So yeah, I'd probably need to sabotage those in order to get out with Thomas.
Looking around as you see this area, you get this for free just because it's massive. If you look down at the very bottom of the map, the red box with the X in it, that is an unfinished wall that is completely opened.
So there is a route to get out without having to worry about those gates.
Yeah, but there's no land access from there. It looks like it just drops. You don't know into what because of where you are on the map, but yeah.
Options.
It's an option.
There are always options.
That's true.
And
besides, if there's one person that could innovate a solution for that in this group, it's probably you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, also, if we get Hotaru, the create a land bridge or something to get out depending on what we're jumping onto.
Sure,
it's probably not going to be an easy landing, but it's still probably a better landing.
Give me some earth, please.
Yep.
We made sure you had a bag of it.
So how similar to a Fire Nation engineer do I look? Also, what is this metal sphere?
That would be Thomas's core.
Okay. Are there people currently moving that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say they kind of just shoved it off to one side and are bringing in a second one.
Yep.
Which I am going to just drag. What the hell am I dragging? Sure, this looks like a thing that they would do.
Okay. How similar to Fire Nation Engineer is my current clothes?
Not very. When you were first captured, or when you were just captured, you said you had a Earth Nation outfit on, and you have not changed since then. So you are very much a fish out of water. You've only been really keeping one step ahead of people because you kind of in your back of your head are figuring out how this facility has been built as you've been running.
Okay. Do I have any idea as I've gone where armory, laundry, etc. would be?
You can make me an overcome for that.
I'm assuming principle of discovery work?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Guys are loading on them hero points tonight.
We need it with all the overcomes.
You do. Rizik. Alright, that is a 9.
I was going to announce a boost, but I forgot, which I guess is unimportant because that's a 9.
Yeah. You're looping around, so you're guessing it's relatively close to the barracks, and as you sneak closer and closer, you're like, okay, yeah, this is definitely going to be laundry right here. You can smell the BO off of clothes coming in as you get closer.
Okay. I am going to try and grab the cleanest outfit I can, potentially use as quick detergent as possible, use some of the detergent soap to get out a bad smell really quickly if need be. I'm fine with looking a little disheveled, but I want to go there and basically return and try to pass as a engineer that has been. You said that it looked like that I could tell that they were doing some stuff for red carpet treatment, right?
Yeah. Actually,
Okay,
I
I
can.
basically want to circle back and act as if I just got assigned to help speed up this process because of the they're worried about falling behind schedule when there's VIP.
Gotcha. Yeah. There is the red carpet that has just been drawn.
So, yeah, I'm assuming that if I come back with the excuse of look, it got moved over here because you guys aren't done yet and they don't want things to be in pieces when the VIP shows up.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
That is basically what I'm going to go over there for. Does it look like Thomas is remaining where Thomas is, or does it look like Thomas's core is going to be getting moved?
It looks like they're going to be moving Thomas's core. Like they're pulling out little hand trucks and whatnot. Actually, the hand truck that they unloaded the previous one in, they've got some chains that are trying to lift it up so it can drop into the tank train proper. And it looks like a couple of guys are moving over to remove the old core.
Okay. I will try to take charge of helping with bringing Thomas's core back.
Okay.
To where it goes, because
I need you to make me persuasion.
Okay. I am assuming this would be Illusion's persuasion status.
That sounds good to me.
I do not have a appropriate principle, so I'm going to spend a +4 on this because I want to succeed.
Okay.
So that would be a 9 then?
Yeah. Yeah, the guys down there are just going to look at you and just be like, oh, yeah, they pulled off so many of us to get make everything look nice on the other end, but we really have to get this thing up and running. Do you think you can handle that by yourself, or do you want one of us to do it? We really need to get this new core installed.
I'm fine. I'm fine, but just so this is going with the other old cores, right?
No, it's supposed to get recycled downstairs into one of the exosuits.
Okay. Is there? So, actually, can I? Okay, so I'm going to make a slight guess, but that's down and give some directions. Just double checking, looking a little bit flustered from all the stuff going on, trying to act like I do know this. I'm just a little bit bad of directions to get some correction there.
You're fishing for knowledge?
I'm fishing for knowledge a little bit.
I need another overcome then. I will give you lightning calculator for this one. Where are you?
Okay. Lightning calculator. I'm assuming
Persuasion.
that this is still going to be persuasion. Does principle of discovery work? Nah, that's for science. I'm assuming principle of discovery does not work, right?
Let me read discovery real quick, but I maybe. Not really.
Okay, I am going to spend a +3.
Okay.
Lightning calculator, persuasion, status. Apparently, okay, there we go. I am going to use one of my collections to make that 8, one of those 3s an 8, and make this an 11.
Yeah, no, as you ask about it, they're like, oh, no, you got it all wrong. You got to go down the stairs, hang the left. Then you got to, I think it's left, right, left. Honestly, just follow the lights. As long as they're always on your right, that's an easy way to find it. And it's the big metal door, you can't miss it.
Thanks. So frazzled with everything going on. Are we
Yep.
going to need any of the... Should I be grabbing another core while I'm down there, or...
One should be enough for this. The rest need to get installed downstairs before they come up.
Okay. Should I start on that, or do we already have a crew?
There should be a couple of guys down there, unless they got more people got pulled over for this, and they're just going to be gesturing over at the bridge, like it's the biggest waste of time in the world. And
Tell me about it.
And, by the way, as they're gesturing, the doors are going to be opening, and another squad of soldiers, along with the two robed individuals, one who is still mostly in his military outfit, is going to approach, and I don't actually... You might actually recognize this guy, Sean, because it's General Seckham's son. I'm going to just say you know this. The other person under the hood, from your angle, you would also immediately recognize, and as he enters, he is going to pull the hood off. And every Fire Nation soldier, citizen, etc., would of course recognize the second-born Prince of Sozin, Prince Azulan.
Okay. Yeah, that red carpet treatment definitely makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's going to be several people...
I know I'm not here right now, but I don't remember properly. Is Azulan Azula's grandfather?
Yes.
Okay.
Fire Lord Ozai's father, yes.
Okay, checking.
Yeah. Yeah, who is literally the cause for all the problems in the timeline that I have found. But that is a topic for another day. But, yeah. So,
Okay.
That is the red carpet treatment that is going on there. And with that, I'm assuming you're just going to kind of scuttle down below?
Yep, I'm also going to try to do my best to silently reassure Thomas, and also see if I can figure out how close was I to being able to break Thomas out again?
The biggest issue with breaking Thomas out is you can't really find any seams on that egg. But if you got some kind of purchase or a way to like really break into it, you'd be able to get him out.
Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on something I can use for that as make my way downstairs to where the walkers are, which, in all honesty, Thomas could exert control over the tank trains somewhat. Putting him in one of the walkers and letting him run on own while I do other stuff might not be worst plan, but we'll get to it.
I should have realized that you would see that as an option, and yet here we are. Moving on. Ziggy!
Yeah.
Your turn. So what are you doing?
I mean, as far as I was aware, I had just left the company of the Spy Master.
Yeah, the Spy Master was saying that he took you like to get cleaned up a little bit. You got a nice, brand new Fire Nation uniform.
Right, and after that, I was looking to get clearance to release the quote-unquote prisoners into my custody.
Yeah, he would tell you that you need to get direct approval from the warden.
Right. So I guess I'll be heading there after that then.
Okay. So as you're approaching her office, there's going to be... It's surprisingly sparse. There's only like a handful of guards around. And they're actually going to inform you that the warden is outside welcoming the VIPs from the royal family who have just arrived.
And I guess I'm going to have to head there.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm actually going to just group this in. Rizik, as you were starting to like meander out with Thomas, you see Kakan heading outside. So, because timey-wimey stuff.
If only I had any way of subtly signaling him.
If only.
If only. We're going back to the courtyard. So, yeah, Kakan, you can drag yourself near the red carpet. And holy crap, I don't have images for these two people, do I?
You fail, sir.
Yeah, it's my fault and my fault only. Oh, well. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I do have a picture for Spy Master Hitu. Boom.
I like how you just have it called Human Canister. Great.
Yeah. Of course. And hold on, I should have another one for the Warden. Female. Wow, they're all Azula.
What a shock.
Yeah, I'm just going to use this image because...
Oh my god, the train and off topic.
Ignore the combustion bending forehead, that is not a thing.
I mean, it would be a way to smash the enclosure.
Yeah. So there's the warden. She is... Kakan, you approach, and like all of her soldiers are in rank and file, and she is going to be welcoming the heir to the Fire Nation crown. As you and all Fire Nation citizens know, like she's going to welcome Prince Azulon and like respectfully express her grievances at the sudden and untimely death of his older brother.
Shocking coincidence.
Shocking coincidence.
It's almost like that runs in the family.
Shocking coincidence that Prince Roku, met such an untimely end on the battlefield. But at least you were there during his final moments, Your Highness. And yeah, so these guys are coming in with a bunch of soldiers of their own. Unlike everybody else who is with them, they are 100% trashed. Like, you can tell from looking at them that if they were like a normal enlisted man, Kakan, they'd probably like be getting a boot or something at this point. They are completely plastered.
Interesting.
And, they're, like, hanging on each other, like, trying to stand forward. They're going to, be, greeting the warden in the most belligerent manner possible, saying that, like, oh, we thought you would have had this place built by now. My father, and my father, yes, our fathers, would not be happy to hear that you've been slacking so much. But we were told that you had some gifts for us. And she's just going to be like glancing over at the Spy Master and Yukakan, who are going... He's going to be looking very confused. And she's going to say, unfortunately, Your Highness... it seems I was misinformed by our spy master. The people of interest who he said would be in our custody are unfortunately no longer here.
Oh, give it time, guys. Give it time.
What? And he's just gonna like, be glaring daggers at her, and then like looking over at Spy Master Hitu, or rather in that general direction. It looks like he can't quite see straight as he wobbles back and forth on his feet. And he said, I was told that Yira would be in custody. If she's not here, my fiancé will be furious. I promised. And I have to keep my promises. Otherwise, what kind of a commander does that make Sung here? Terrible! And yeah, and Commander Sung is just going to kind of wander over, tripping over his feet, and he's originally going to be looking at the Spy Master with just like a glower, and then his gaze is just going to shift to the left, and like he's just going to be staring like in the middle of your abs, and he's just going to like look you up and look you down and give you like a double take a few times and just say, "Who are you?"
And I'll salute and go, Captain Kakan, sir.
Captain Kakan. Why does that name sound familiar? And the Spy Master is going to speak up and say, "This is the individual I reported back about. He was incredible." He's like, "Ah, shh! You! Tell me what you've done. Tell me about an amazing battle. It's been so long since I've been on the front lines. I want to hear a story." And, like, he's just going to kind of, like, sit back for a second.
Kind of just looking at this lush of a person. Sir, well, we did subjugate a number of malevolent spirits a few days ago. It was...
Malevolent spirits? Oh,
yes.
Tell me all about it. And like as he says that, he's like, snapping his fingers. And one of the guys behind him is running up and handing him a cold can, which he is cracking open, and just gonna take a swig of it.
We have soda.
Fire
That's
Nation
nice.
does.
Fire Nation has carbonated stuff that's actually canon.
It is true, they do.
I'm worried about the cannon. I'm impressed they put it in a can.
That might, yeah, that's probably
The
case.
Avatar setting is very schizotypic.
I mean, it's more likely in like barrels.
All right, fine. It's a bottle. It's a bottle. It's fine.
Yeah, sure.
That doesn't change what I said.
Anyway, yeah, Kakan is sort of at this point he is pretty much running on autopilot, and as if he's just giving a briefing or a debriefing rather.
Are you making Are you making it at all interesting? Are you like talking every time you like say like there was like a fight or something? They're going to ask you to describe it in more detail, and like these two drunk idiots are going to sit there and listen to you. And every time you like tell like an action scene, they like get giddy and like fist bump and then pound back part of their drink.
I mean, I also have a small question. How much truth are you telling about these battles? Because, like... talking
to these people, I'm gonna leave out certain details.
Which details?
Let's see. Everything related to the circus. Everything related to, specific names of who he was fighting with.
Okay. So,
yeah, that'd be most. Yeah, not naming any names, just compatriots, fellow circus members, etc.
Okay, yeah. As you're telling all this story, the Spy Master is going to like look at you as you're telling it and just be like nodding respectfully. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, "And you, have you done anything like that?" And he's just gonna be like, I'm sure my stories are far less. I'm sure my recounting of those events are far less entertaining than Captain Kakan's. I could tell you an engaging story of how I was back in my hometown and I ran across some very cooperative spirits in my home village. They were like, "Oh, did you fight them?" No, I spoke with them. They believed I was very pure of heart, and I was able to gain their blessings and favor. And they're just gonna be like, on a scale of 1 to you get a in my rating. And they're going to turn back to Kakan and say, "Tell us more." At this, the warden is just like realizing she has lost all level of control on what's going on here. She's going to turn back to her troops and just say, "As you were," and like have them disperse. Back to your
Little
duties.
sad it took her that long to notice.
As soon as the raspberries started getting blown, she knew. The guys that are like attending these two idiots are just like looking incredibly uncomfortable, but still not moving an inch. Kakan, do me a favor. Roll me an insight check.
Insight. I don't have a good insight power.
No, you can make an argument for an argument for something else.
Let's see. Can I use agility on the grounds of anyone trying to hide anything?
It's weak, but I will allow it.
Okay. That's all I got.
It's fine. A 6 succeeds, but with a minor twist. So from their interjections and comments, both to you and to the Spy Master, who has not left your side, by the way, you've gathered that these two buffoons are both getting married on the same day.
To who?
To a pair of twins.
Okay.
The two daughters of General Tatsuya, who's from a very prominent Fire Nation family.
Is that a name we've heard yet?
No. Only one of you should recognize that name. And that person is not Kakan.
No, it's not.
And yeah, the main reason they came here, besides to have, a boys' night out bachelor party kind of thing, was also to pick up the remaining members of the guest list.
They came here for that.
Yep.
I don't like that implication.
Nor should you.
Nick, you picked up on that, right?
I picked up on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Nick, we got captured. We could go to a wedding.
If we got captured, we'd be burning down some stuff at a wedding.
You're not wrong.
Would you finally let me use my matches?
Oh, absolutely.
Yay! I'm for getting captured.
Oh, God.
Fire.
All right, I am going to put you on pause for a bit, Kakan, just because I think you might have other people joining you in this scene.
Sure, okay.
Probably better if we all get back together sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right.
The problem is, in character, to be like, okay,
All
now
right.
might actually be the time to sneak in through fly around the side if there's no one watching that side.
Yeah, no, like...
Congrats, Kenzie, you're in quotes already.
All right. Izzy needs another 2 minutes to pee. You guys are now at top of yellow.
I will also be taking a bio break.
Yeah, so 2-minute bio break, everybody. Sorry, I have tiny bladder.
I'm gonna make tea in the meat during this break.
Mm.
Because tea is marvelous.
So I guess this is what Izzy was hoping for.
Me lighting
Probably.
things on fire.
No, for getting his wedding guests.
So
He has to practice somehow.
Yeah.
the biggest problem with us getting involved in this scene is in character. I would be absolutely against it.
Mm.
because it's really dumb.
I mean, you don't have to do it.
I love how we have basically 4 groups with no intersection point happening yet.
Yep.
We're getting there.
Like, we're still actively going in separate directions.
I think the big thing is, if we're near enough, like, maybe signaling to Kakan that we're here is a thing, but I'm pretty sure in character again, I would not be the one to do it.
I would think he's a fucking traitor.
Is
What?
Khan going to the
No.
wedding?
Actually, no, I wouldn't think he's a traitor. I think he's exactly what he always said he was.
Yeah, he has not made any, like, effort to not be who he is.
Again, if it were a different scenario, I would go talk to him, because it seemed like he actually believed me that there's a massive rot in the leadership of the Fire Nation and it's a problem.
I mean, Kakan is literally seeing this rot firsthand, so
Working out well.
yeah, working out super
Hard
well.
realities are coming into play here.
Yeah.
But no, this is the moment where I'd be like, okay, now is when we should see if we could take... We either go on BB into the hole now, or we go later tonight.
It is a shame that there was, like, no way to do paper airplane message to Kakan without being incredibly obvious.
Mhm.
In the next game that Izzy does be a Harry Potter game, so we can have magical paper airplanes that we can send messages about.
So, the sad thing is, I know
No.
exactly what you could have done, is you could have been a soldier who worked with him before, who just saluted and just, oh, congratulations on the promotion, Captain.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that would have required stopping and moving towards where all of the other military personnel are when I'm trying to take Thomas and get out of there.
Yeah, he's not in the throw yourself in the middle of things like I am insane.
Right, and this is the reason why I'm like, in character, Kenzie, if we're getting involved in the scene, it's going to be your fault.
Mhm.
I resent that. How dare you?
But I'm also still like, now is the time to stage jailbreak.
I am trying desperately to hang back and allow you, who has more knowledge and, like, years of experience in this, to rescue my father, because honestly, I'm still pretty, like, shocked that he saved me and, like, sacrificed himself, and I want to make sure he survives.
I'm just trying to get to the warden to get you guys released.
That's not happening.
Oh, we're gonna make that so hard for you.
I'm sure you will.
Oh, like I said, my plan is entirely right now go, this is the moment, this is probably the moment where their watch is going to be the most disorganized.
Yeah.
The issue is whether or not they notice the air bison going up to the broken bit.
That is a good question. All right.
Actually, here's a question, Nara, because I would have grilled you on this. How good are your illusions?
My illusions are a D8.
Pretty average.
Well, you know what's really nice? When they don't need to be great, they just need to work from far enough away.
Mm-hmm.
That would be creativity, is what you want for that, then.
Illusions and
12.
creativity, or disguise the air bison flying towards the thing as like a large bird.
I can whip out some paper mache.
Yeah, sure. I love everything.
You just see me like sitting in the corner, like paper macheing shit together. Like, I got this. Hold on.
I just like
Also-
we need to make BB look like a giant bird. Nara's like, I got this. Nara sits down, starts paper macheing some wings, starts eating some of the paste. Your eyes dilate. And you're like, this is a good idea. Oh my god, I love it.
What are you swearing about?
Saying that if I did paper mache, I'd be eating paste, which I'm just aghast at. I would not eat the paste.
Would you be eating paste?
No!
It smelled really good.
I don't know. It 8 years old.
No! What do you people think of me?
I mean, but it's coconut.
That's more what do we think of 8-year-olds?
It's coconut.
Yeah.
It's coconut flavored.
Oh my god, no
Coconut
it's not, you
flavored
liar.
paste.
Dare you to find out.
What did you put in this glue that you want to drug me with?
What you pop, the fun don't stop.
Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Damn it, Izzy.
We're terrible.
What is this stuff made of? And you're just like, I used some of the cactus juice from back in the carnival.
Why are you drugging the child?
I think it's just like, what did you use? Kakan's cactus juice?
Oh god. I have to
But,
go switch laundry.
No, I am in favor of it is time for us to break into the prison, to break out of the prison time.
Damn
being
it,
now.
Sean! He's not actually drugging me.
The only issue is how.
Hey, that's
I'm
something you said in response to Izzy, so like that one's partially Izzy's
I am
fault.
actually just thinking here. Okay, so Izzy,
Mm-hmm.
you said that there's a sheer drop outside of that hole.
Yes.
How long is it?
Long or deep?
It's
are you asking
it's like 10 stories.
Okay, that's a length that you can have rope for.
10 stories for
10?
rope?
That's like a little more than 100 feet.
Who the fuck is carrying around 100 feet of rope? Like 50 foot of rope
I
is
thought
normal.
I thought usually a story was like closer to 20 feet.
No, definitely not.
10 to
Yeah.
15 is one story.
Yeah, 10 to 15, depending on how high the ceilings are.
Yeah. 20 is like, what the fuck are you doing?
The answer is, who carries around rope that large? Ships.
Yeah, ships do.
That's
Okay.
okay.
You got me there.
Okay, that's viable. I buy that.
And this is the reason why my plan is roughly... So, BB cannot carry everyone. Full stop. We know this. And, like, if we have to get out hot, which is what Yura's assuming, because she's assuming the worst-case scenario, and also our overall group level of competence means we're going to be leaving hot when that happens.
Hey, we resemble that remark.
That you do.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Like, Yura herself might be able to do some of the firebending leap/slow fall shenanigans. Han might be able to airbend his way to not going splat. Everyone else is pretty fucked. But that's why rope. To like connect to the hole and go down to the water, where it is way easier for even a relatively weak BB to get us around down there, is my assumption.
I mean, it does lead out to like the mouth of a river, which again is very opened. You guys will not have much trouble getting to the rope you need. The only issue is, well, you remember there were a couple of people still stationed on that ship.
There's only one ship. Izzy, this is a dock.
Dock with high security, but yes. I will say there are... Let's roll a d6.
I mean, mostly it's... There's going to be some way to be like, hey, we need to go bring this thing of rope somewhere.
Okay. Just roll me an overcome persuasion to get rope.
Why is that an overcome? Like, shouldn't there just be rope that we can take somewhere?
I mean, yeah, it's to see if you get away with it without arousing suspicion.
Okay, that makes sense.
Kenzie, can you throw me a boost because you're the sergeant right now?
Yes, I will gladly do that. How the fuck do I boost again?
It's just you just tell me what you're boosting and you roll the 3 dice.
Unless you have an ability to do it better.
Oh.
You guys always have the options of basic actions, which is attack, boost, hinder, overcome, and defend.
That doesn't count, this thing?
What thing?
That's an overcome.
That's an overcome.
What dice would you be rolling? Because I'm doing D8, D8, D10, but we're in yellow, so I have my rerolls.
I would be doing illusions, probably. Or, actually, suggestion, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Persuasion and a D yellow. So D10, D10, D8.
I'll boost you then, because you get... Well, she rolled before I finished saying things.
I have +5. I have 3 and +2.
That's a 1. Oh, you're using your boosts on this?
Well, look, Izzy, this would be max die if you're saying that she's doing the overcome.
Yeah.
If you're the one that's... Okay, I thought she was boosting. If you're the one that's doing this, Kenzie, I will allow you
He
to...
said he was gonna boost me.
Okay, you've got the 10.
Yep.
You've succeeded. I'm just going to go with that. Make it
I was
easy.
gonna say, here's the extra boost.
Okay, you've gotten over the 12 threshold. I'm just going to go with that. Nara, once again, you've marched onto the ship saying, "Hey, assholes, we need rope." In your most...
No, I march on and I go. I look at the nearest what are they? Shipmen, I guess. I look at the nearest shipman that's just kind of like scrubbing the deck, and I go, "You, go get me rope." Just with like enough authority in my voice that he just like pops up, sees that I have like a captain's badge, and then immediately goes and gets me rope.
You have a sergeant's badge, but okay.
Sergeant's badge, whatever. I don't fucking know.
That's actually probably better for this.
Yeah. How much rope do you need? Do you need, ma'am?
Did you just call me sir?
I said, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Go get me 3 bundles of rope. Make sure that I have at least 200 feet.
200 feet. Yes, ma'am. Sir, ma'am. Ah!
Get out of my sight.
She's...
Mhm.
Why?
Deliver it to my subordinate right here, and I point at Yura.
Yeah. No. As they come back with all these bundles of rope, they're gonna look at you like, "Why is she so short and jacked?"
The response is going to be a shrug for, I don't ask questions like that to her.
Good luck. They just say, like, piling it, like a stupid amount of rope on top of you.
Yeah, but this is the part of the plan.
Gotcha.
To hang anybody. Excuse me, Dan.
We're only going to be hanging ourselves.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why my plan is it's time to initiate plan, like, get in-edge jailbreak via illusionary cover from Nara.
Gotcha.
Now that we have everything.
All right. Okay, I'm going to say with BB, you guys don't really have much issue getting up into the area. So if you guys want to drag yourselves onto this bottom part of the map by the red box, you may do.
I thought we were going in deep under this area, because we're going into the hole in the bottom.
The hole in the wall leads to the courtyard. It's not part of the fortress. It's the courtyard hole. That's why.
Oh, I thought that was part of a hole that was halfway down the wall that led into the innards of the fortress, Izzy.
No. It's just into the courtyard. The fortress itself is pretty solid, and it doesn't take up the entire perimeter. It's more centralized. Sorry if that was not clear.
It was not clear. I need to think, because my plan very much relied on the idea that there was a hole going into the actual innards of the fortress that, we could get into.
I mean, you can still get into the courtyard. Most people are not a ways. I'm not even going to make you roll stealth because everybody's focus is over here by the red carpet. And the rest of the guards would be ushering the workers who were working on this wall back to their cells. So it's mostly unoccupied, hence I'm not making you roll the stealth presently. If you have a large group of people trying to escape from that hole, that's when you're going to have to make the stealth check.
Yep, well, we can make our stealth check for get in and figure out where things are then, I guess. I know how these fortresses are made, usually.
Sure, let's go with that.
Well, this has gotten harder than I thought it would be. But oh well. Also, we should have code names that are not our actual names for this. This is something that would have been decided before we even went in.
That's a good point. What's a good Fire Nation name?
Wang Fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Sergeant Wang.
Sergeant Wang. Okay.
Thank you, Sokka.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sapphire Fire.
Sapphire. I'm
Looks
Wang.
like it's time for another therapy session.
Do you really need that beard, Hotaru? Yes. Yes, I do. Alrighty. Oh wow. Okay. I only see Mini Yira on the map presently.
Oh, I'm still at the gates with you.
Yeah. Well,
let's see here.
Should we
Random name
drag
generator.
by the red over here at the bottom.
Random name generator. Give me a name. I guess you're just going to use Sayori.
Did I drag myself on here?
Yes, you
Okay.
did. Yeah, you
Okay.
you did. You just dragged yourself into the black.
Sorry. And I'm tiny. Yay!
All right, there you guys go. All right, you need Taryn.
Oh god, I forgot we have Taryn.
Right.
How long can BB hover?
Unimpeded indefinitely.
Great. So, Nara, how long do your illusions last?
I don't know. I've
It-
never
it-
tried to get him to last that long.
It's a paper mache costume. It lasts indefinitely.
Okay, so
and I make good paper mache.
the plan is basically BB will wait to pick us up. If they get noticed, get out and do something that will cause them to sound alarms and go escape to a rendezvous point we planned outside of the city.
Okay.
Sure. Rendezvous points? Yeah, let's do it.
You know where we are planning to meet up as we go in on this probably suicide mission.
No, Dad wouldn't let me die. We have to save Dad. Dad saved me, I have to save Dad.
But mostly,
We're gonna sacrifice that one, and I point to Taryn.
no, Taryn's staying with BB.
Oh, fuck. I thought we'd have a sacrifice.
But I want to help.
Taryn, remember, the most important thing, the single most important thing
Is
is
protect
making sure we
BB.
have a way out.
You
Because
need to be able
all
to
of this
die for BB.
pointless if our route out doesn't exist.
I'll guard this with my life. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
I go up and I whisper to BB, and I'm like, make sure he dies before you do. I love you more. And I kiss BB on the head before I go back to Hotaru.
Yep. I think our rough plan, given that everyone is moving things, is we're moving things.
Okay.
Our simple order, very simple orders from some captain are get this stuff back inside, bring it there. You don't question orders from the captain when you're a grunt.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Make me just a quick persuasion check. What kind of stuff are you having them move in?
I mean, I have the rope.
I thought you were throwing the
Hey,
rope.
I got you that rope.
I thought you were throwing the rope over the side to make easy escape.
That's to get out. Izzy, if we just tie the rope there right now, someone's gonna notice it.
Yeah. So where are you putting it? Is my question. Who are you handing it to?
Yeah,
Some of
I
it is
also
staying with
I want
BB
to point
and
out I got extra rope so that we could hopefully I don't know do like a belaying system or something and not kill ourselves with climbing rope.
It sounds good. So I guess Yura has a coil, Hotaru has a coil, and Taryn has a coil.
Okay.
I don't get a quote.
Here's the
You're the
thing.
sergeant. Why would
That's
you be
true.
doing manual labor?
That's a very good point. Thank you. You're a good subordinate.
Okay, my confused point is you just said you were going to go and talk to somebody telling them you have these supplies and you were going to hand them off to them. What are these?
That's our bluff
I'm gonna
for
admit
when someone asks what we're doing.
I'm gonna admit I'm super lost with this plan right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but all right, tell me. We would have had it forever to discuss it. Current plan. We need to get.
I'm just gonna let you do the plan, and I'm just gonna follow.
Yep, the plan that I had and out of character. Let me know if this sounds bad. We need to get inside, get somewhere downstairs, and stage the jailbreak, which means we have to get to where they're keeping the prisoners. We are regular soldiers who are moving things around the fortress because some captain told us to.
Yes.
Is the plan for what we're doing and why we're wandering around.
And the thing you're moving is rope.
Right now it's rope.
Oh.
Later we will find something else to move.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfectly fair.
How about this? Let's move some stones.
Yeah,
Give me some
Very
fucking
useful.
ammo we can drag in with us.
yeah.
Who's my dusty boy?
Mostly, Izzy, I just also want to say this is plausible that the Fire Nation would have soldiers doing this rather than the workers.
No, yeah. For stones and stuff like that, yes. Doing the grunt work during the day, they would have workers. But, like, cleaning up stuff to make sure no one slips in a tool, yes, they would have the soldiers doing it.
Yep, so that is what we are doing, is we are on, cleaning, moving things and stowing them, and maybe throwing them in the trash duty.
Okay.
It's a perfect excuse for wandering all over the place.
Gotcha.
And you can also just pretend that someone stuck you on it as punishment.
Yep.
Me, specifically.
Yeah, you specifically. Actually, that's a great one. You specifically. You are making sure that we, who slept in this morning, do all of the work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's as much punishment for me as for you.
Yep, because you were the one who didn't notice that we slept in.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys are going to start heading your way into the fortress, avoiding the kerfuffle on the red carpet.
Hell yeah.
That sounds good to me. Everybody make me a... make me...
That was the least convincing, that sounds good, that I've ever heard in my life.
All three of you make me a stealth check.
Can we make one and everyone else boosts instead?
This is just to see how much attention you're gathering from, like, going the wrong ways.
Can I use my principle of stealth again?
Yes, you may.
Yes, I can. Fuck yeah.
I got an 8.
Hold on.
Oh, can I use illusions? Which way? I'm gonna do that. I also got an 8.
I got a 6.
Okay. Yeah, you all pretty much managed to sneak in without issue. Like, this place is kind of like a maze. And, but you don't really arouse any suspicion, as, like, there are a bunch of guards who are, tired and cranky, who are also, like, kind of meandering around the barracks and, like, heading down to do, like, their evening chores and assignments. I'm going to put you guys on pause as you search around for a bit. Who would like to go next? Otherwise, I will just assign. Don't everybody jump at once.
I can go next, I guess.
Okay. Rizik, you're heading downstairs towards the science division. You also have control of Thomas's core, by the way.
Yep. Going to be moving with that. Keeping an eye out for if I spot where the other cores are, and if not, any tools I can use to break Thomas out.
Gotcha. Make me an awareness check.
Can I use inventions and technology because I'm trying to figure out spot something I can use instead?
Sure. I'll allow it.
Can I use principle of the gearhead because I'm trying
Yes.
to make something?
Yes, fine. Just load those all up at once.
I'm going to spend one of the +2s I have.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
Completely succeeds. Okay, yeah, you manage to, you don't quite find the main engineering bay, but you do end up finding, like, a couple of, a workbench near the exterior of this thing, with a bunch of handy tools on it. Like the equivalent of, like, blowtorches, hammers, chisels. You pretty much have the 9 yards. Right here. Like, you found, like, the solid, like, exterior workbench that's in, like, a little cart. Convenient.
Nice. I will take that with me. Do I believe that this gives me either A, everything I need to break Thomas out of the core, or B, enough stuff that if I can hook Thomas up to a walker that would be completely under his control?
I'm not going to say it's like a 100% guarantee because you've never done either of these things before, but you feel very confident.
Okay, I am going to go for the break Thomas out option first, see if I can find an area to pull aside where it's less likely to be disturbed while I do this, because, you know, try to while theoretically Thomas controlling the machine is going to be better for my odds of getting out, kind of want to do the things of like, well, let's try to do best odds for keeping Thomas from being further enslaved.
Gotcha. Okay. Hold on a minute. I'm going to say you probably are doing this somewhere indoors.
Yep.
Okay, hold on a minute. That is not the map I want. We're taking you over to the jail. So I'm taking you over to the jail for this.
We're going into
Another map.
Oh, different map, okay.
Yeah. Vrizik, you are in the upper right corner.
Upper right corner. Wait, am I now in the jail? Is this actually inside the jail where I do not see any guards and I only see these people?
You are in the upper left in a room. There is a lot more maze. You see nothing else. Upper left. I will shift it again. Dude.
Okay.
This is a very big map. There is a lot of wiggles around there. You're in a completely different section.
Gotcha. When you said upper left on the jail, the only, like, exposed areas I saw when we moved to the map was the jail. And I'm like, is the jail empty enough that this is where I decided was quiet, was out enough away?
Yeah, no.
I mean,
this is you have found like a little like quiet area that is big enough for the egg that has like a bunch of other workbenches and tools. And it looks like, this is like the armory where there would be like weapons storage. Like there's probably barracks nearby, but it doesn't seem like anybody's going in or out yet. So this is a pretty good opportunity for you to do this.
Okay. Going to like rest hand on Thomas, and it's just like, sorry that he had to deal with everything before, but going to try and get you out. Let me know if anything starts hurting or anything, okay?
Thank you.
And then I'm going to start working on getting Thomas out.
Okay. I'm going to need you to make me several overcomes for this one. I'm going to do the first one this round, and then we're going to see how things progress to see how much time you have. You're going to need a total of 3 of these. So
I'm going to use Principle of the Gearhead again.
Sure.
Because, yeah, I am going to spend a +2 again.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know what? I have not been using these bonuses until last session. I might as well start.
You might as well.
That will be a 10.
Okay, that succeeds. So yeah, you start working on the thing, you take a blowtorch to it, and you start, like, superheating the metal, and then, like, gradually chiseling into it. And, you hear Thomas, like, complaining a little bit, saying that that's really, really hot, but, like, he's seems to be, like, the egg itself shifts a little bit as you're doing it. But it's not unbearable for him. So, like, it's not like he's scurrying away or screaming out in pain, kind of thing. So, you have 1 success under your belt.
Okay.
Who would like to go next? Han? Ming-Hua?
Team Neutral Jin can go.
Sure.
Okay. So, yeah, yeah, evening's coming. There's going to be a couple of guards who start, coming in and, like, delivering, like, slop as far as food is concerned. All of you guys are getting, like, wooden bowls with, like, very unappetizing slop in it. It seems like one of the guards is sneaking a few extra, like, loaves of bread to the elderly over in Sagan's cell. but isn't doing much else. And all the people in the tanks are like having slats opened up and just like having like food thrown in there and then immediately getting closed and locked.
Mingwall was strongly debating throwing the slop straight back at the guards until he noticed the bread.
Yeah, like there's one guard who like stays for a handful of seconds, not very long. He's just like, makes eye contact with Sagan, is like passing a few extra loaves of bread over, like looking over his shoulders, and is exchanging a few very hushed words before continuing around. And like, it seems to be the only guard who isn't actively like throwing the food at people like it's a frisbee.
Mingwell's gonna sign to Sagan to ask if he knows that guy.
He's going to sign back again. Hush the word. He's just going to sign back a friend, who's willing to help us to the best of his capabilities.
Fair enough.
It's going to say as one of the pie show tiles, flicks between Sagan's fingers as he looks at it, cautiously. I won't even make you roll. It's a White Lotus tile, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Speaking of pie show, especially when the guards come in, Kono is barely paying attention to this game. She's just like having two of her fingers like alternatingly like finger walking along the ground as though, and it almost sounds like, her nails are getting sharpened as she runs it across the cold steel floor.
This is fine.
Nothing bad is going on at all.
She's just going to look at you and say, "How can you stand this?"
Mingwell slurps his soup extra noisily.
That was directed at you, Han.
Yes, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to answer that.
Complicatedly.
I do sometimes get bored by this game. I've never been very good at it. Very much avoiding the question.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're just getting daggers stared at you. And as she picks up a pie show tile, like with two long fingers, is like looks almost minuscule in these gigantic claws that she has. She's just going to stare at it, and it's just like, if you don't like it, and she's going to apply a little bit of pressure, and you can see the pie show tile, like the wood of it, like starting to splinter as she like puts pressure on opposite ends of it. Like, then why do you play it? Before snapping her fingers together, and the thing just literally pulverizing the tile. If you dislike something this much and it causes you this much pain and anguish, why bother putting up with it? Why not put it in its place?
I never said it caused me that much anguish. It's a minor thing, all things considered. It's just sometimes tricky doing things that you're not that good at, but at the same time, it's something to enjoy with other people.
No one's enjoying this.
What does the ringmaster say to that?
Oh god, I'm practically hearing a hot leaf juice conversation here.
A what now?
Hot leaf juice!
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a tea, it's just hot leaf juice.
Oh, that's an Iroh quote. That's an Iroh
Yes.
quote. Is it? Yeah.
Yup.
yes,
Yes, it is.
Look at it this way. Hana's definitely doing better than Yura would be in this situation.
Sick
Maybe
of
making
tea.
the problem worse.
Sick of tea. That's like being sick of breathing.
Yeah.
If Yura was here, we would just have a rampaging monster already.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be that
I
far.
mean,
I mean,
It would not be that far.
yeah. I mean, Sagan is looking across at you, Mingwa, also like dipping a little bit of bread in soup and going to toss you half a roll, and is just going to be like eyeing Kono and just be like, no, like there's something wrong with her. And actually, again, going to sign this specifically to you, Mingwa. If a spirit starts corrupting it, becoming corrupted by its surroundings, it's very hard to turn it back.
so Mingwell is going to ask, "What can you do then?"
He's going to sign a couple of things which don't come across very well in sign language, but it sounds a lot like mumbo jumbo, some kind of purification ritual, an advanced bending art.
Okay, maybe Yura would have been useful in this situation.
But he's
Will's gonna just kind of scratch his head and say back, "I don't think we're in a good spot for that."
We definitely are not. But if
Han definitely recognizes Minghua signing the equivalent of "Are we fucked?" Which isn't how Minghua thinks of what's being signed, but got used to it colloquially from the circus.
I certainly hope not.
Honestly, is it are we fucked or how fucked are we?
yeah,
Yes.
yes to both, in fact. Sagan is just going to be signing back saying, it depends what the true nature of this spirit is.
Well, Mingwell's gonna sign comfort.
Yes, that's the positive aspect. What's the negative? For every yin, there is a yang.
Yeah, Mingwell's gonna try and catch Pod's attention and ask what's the opposite of comfort.
Discomfort?
I'm gonna go with hatred or vengeance.
Or just straight up harm.
I mean, I would just say, I would say
pain. Yeah.
Pain also might be it.
I think pain's more appropriate than hate.
Yeah, Mingwell just kind of pauses and then just signs. Just sort of starts signing, "Uh-oh," repeatedly to himself.
Yeah. Also, yeah, like, Kono is not even really looking at the food. She's, like, staring through the plate, almost, like, to another level of this facility, like, farther underground. And just, like, her teeth are getting, are gritting even harder.
Am I being let in on the whole purification thing?
That was not said out loud, specifically said in silence. Actually, Minghua, you have a skill for this.
I do.
Yeah, please.
And yeah, I guess this is important enough. I'll try to convey it.
Yeah.
Minor twist.
Oh,
What translation
no.
error does Han pick up?
okay.
Well, I mean, I still succeed. It's just you succeed in communicating the idea to me, but something else happens in addition.
Is Han hindered by the concepts that this idea forms in his mind?
No, Han is not injured. I was actually going to say,
No, not injured. Hindered.
oh,
For his minor twist.
you know what? Yeah, I'll give this a hinder. Han, if you act on any of this knowledge, you will take a hinder penalty equal to minor is hindered using the max die 5. You take a -2 if you would act on this knowledge in any way. But yeah, apparently, like, there needs to be some kind of purification done to Kono using an advanced bending technique.
Hey, would I have any idea how to do that?
Absolutely not.
Hey.
Like, from the show, you guys know what this is referencing, right?
No,
Yeah.
actually.
The Korra, oh god, what the hell was his name? Unalak's little glowy...
Yeah,
That,
the dark
the
spirit.
Okay, yeah, no,
thing.
if it's a Korra thing, that would explain why I don't recognize it, because I don't know that one as well.
Or all the way through one sentence.
I mean, you could also consider it like the spirit panda.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah,
That is more relatable to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, effectively, Sagan is saying, like, it's, whatever their domain is, the spirit, they are highly influenced by it here in the natural world. If they return to the spirit world, they will more likely revert to whichever state of being is more appropriate for them. Again, that's probably incredibly hard to translate over through just sign language from Minghua to Han.
Yep.
It might be a you need to ask Sagan.
Yeah, he's very much not speaking though, because Kono keeps giving him looks.
Yeah.
But she doesn't understand sign language, so useful. Yeah. Also, Hama is just like literally wearing out her shoes, pacing back and forth in this cell, like incredibly frustrated. She's occasionally like going up to the bars and like shaking them, like trying to like get them to budge in some way, and it's just not working. Hama does not do well in cages.
It's almost like we could have anticipated this.
Yeah.
They just don't sound very comfortable.
Nope.
No. It's the most uncomfortable place that I've ever been in. Uncomfortable! Kono's just gonna slam her hand into the ground. There's just cracking around her fist.
Mingwell's actually going to point at the cell door and say, punch that instead. Like trying to be like, well, if you're gonna punch something, do you want to punch that?
She's going to actually stand up and do that, and as she rears back
Yes!
a little bit, so it looks like her fingernails and fingers grow another couple of inches and get thicker. And as she leans forward to punch, her arms are going to start shrinking. And there's a notable dent and ding in the door, but her limbs are now completely disproportional to the rest of her body as her spine is starting to elongate. And she's standing a good 3 feet taller than you, Minghua. Hunched over.
Izzy, you just can't help making nightmare creatures in this game, can you?
I didn't make
Nope.
this nightmare creature. Would you guys like to continue here, or would we like to go on to less nightmare fuel in Kakan?
It seems like a pretty good point to jump off.
Yeah, let's go to Kakan, and, at some point there will just be, there will just be a pan up as, a side of the tower explodes.
Yeah. So Kakan, you are continuing to regale his royal asshole and the commander.
Am I still?
They're going to start being, talking to you about, like, how, you clearly are, like, the perfect, the perfect Fire Nation soldier, and how all of their soldiers should be more like you.
But look, a drunk person's attention span is one of two things. It is either yes or no.
Yeah. Yeah, like they're just saying, like, like, if all of our soldiers looked like you, Kakan, this war would be over. We need to have more completely ripped soldiers going into war and just winning battles for us. Why can't we have more of you? Takes a drink, slams down the, bottle.
I'm afraid that would be quite difficult, sirs.
How come? You've got to make...
I am something of a unique case.
The prince is going to snap his fingers again, and they're both going to be getting... 2 more bottles are going to be brought to them. They're going to crack them and say, continue.
Sirs, as wonderful it has been to regale you with my military career, I'm afraid that I am still under orders to continue my duties here.
What duties are those, Captain?
Well, right now, that would be searching for the Avatar.
Search... they're actually going to look at you and say, you have new orders right now, Captain. You have to entertain us, and then you can go and search for the Avatar. Or heck, let's go search for the Avatar right now. Come on, take us around. Let's see if he's here somewhere.
Oh my god.
Maybe we could get some food. Does this place have good food?
I'm afraid not, sir. It's a prison.
That's not an excuse, Captain. I want muffins. He's just going to say, staring at you, like you've never seen an individual more serious in your life than this 20-something-year-old man who just demanded that he wants muffins.
Regrettably, sir, this prison does not have muffins.
Captain, I order you to take us to the kitchen right now. We need to have a word with the chef.
Congratulations, Izzy. You made quotes.
I'm looking for anybody, like a soldier or something that I could pass this on to.
I'm sure they're very glad that you have taken the burden from them.
I was going to say
there has to be some grunts around here that I can delegate this shit to.
I mean, the only people that are left are Sagan and the 6 guys that are that came in with them. If you want to leave them with Sagan, you can attempt.
No.
Or I'm sorry, Hitu.
Hitu, yeah.
Hitu.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to stick that name with you a little bit more. If you want to stick them with Hitu, you can.
How would that possibly go badly for us?
Yeah. I'll just motion to Hitu. Which way to the kitchens?
He's just going to sigh loudly and just be like, right this way, Your Highness, Commander.
No, I'll go with them.
Yeah. If he's going to attempt to wave you off a little bit. Actually, no, he's not going to do that yet. They're going to be like, so, Kakan, is there anything we can do to help you? Would you like a drink, too?
Sir.
What is it you want right now, Kakan?
Oh, they are far too important to ask me such a thing, sir. I'm afraid my desires would be quite meager in your eyes.
That's completely accurate, Kakan, which is why I want to know them. I want to see how the common soldier lives, because you're not so common. You're extraordinary. And I want to know what an extraordinary man wants. Other than to serve me and my family, of course.
I want what any good Fire Nation citizen would want, sir. Prosperity, peace for the entire world, and a strong Fire Lord guiding it.
I promise you I will do all those things, so rest easy, Kakan. Your dreams will come true. He says, as he, clasps you on the shoulder, and then just, downs the rest of his drink.
Y'all don't see it, but, Kakan is... There's almost certainly a vein in Kakan's neck that's bulging right now.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, I'm about a few sentences away from the second half of that C.H. Greenblatt comic.
I don't know what that reference is.
The This Is Fine comic.
Oh, that.
The second half that he made later.
I don't know.
This is not fun!
Yeah, that.
What was I thinking?
Okay, yeah, so they're going to be following you to the kitchen. Sagan's going to, say, if you want, you can head off. I got this.
Khan will salute and... Yeah, he'll do that. And he's going to go back to the warden.
Yeah. They're like, oh, where's Kakan going? Don't worry, sirs. I can show you a magic trick that'll keep you entertained. Ziggy, roll me an awareness check as you circle around the corners.
Here we go.
Does he notice Team Foolish Plan?
Top of team yellow, yeah. Oh, great.
Okay, succeed with a major twist or fail, your choice. Or do you want to use a collection?
Yeah, I'll use my collection here.
Will a collection be enough? Because the mid die is still 3.
Oh, that's true. It won't do anything.
Can I
have a reaction?
Do you have a
reaction or anything else?
Can I use
Let's see what you have.
Can I use a +3? Can I use a +3 on this?
You're supposed to declare that beforehand.
Oh,
Ziggy.
sorry.
I think he should get buys on that because he's still new to this.
All right, I will allow it for this time then.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, no, if you apply a bonus, something that's consumable, it has to be beforehand. But I will allow it. So that's a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Here's what I will say this twist is.
Sure.
As you round the corner, you are in fact going to run into a very short sergeant.
Yes.
Followed by a couple of other people who are carrying rope. But also around the corner, and bump right into them. You clearly outrank these people. But also from, back from the direction you came, they're just going to be like, how did you do that?
Oh, from the magic trick?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How did you do that? I thought he walked down the hallway.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Khan is going to go over to this to get as far away from this as from those two as he can.
Yes, you have a couple of grunts who are clearly, one who is in fact following protocol, standing directly behind the sergeant as opposed to the other one is clearly failing at protocol and would need to be reprimanded.
Yeah, if it gets him away from the other two, Kakan is happy to do it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so Kakan will go up to these to the soldier that's slacking off.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You there?
Hotaru.
Is this me?
It's you.
Yes.
It's you.
Soldier who does not know protocol.
Soldier who does not know protocol behind the short sergeant. It's you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, but we recognize
Oh
him.
yeah, he's not. He
crossing! Hooray!
Yeah, he's in full Fire Nation garb with captain's bars.
Is anyone else near him?
No, it'll just be you guys.
But he has... What?
He's
Okay.
wearing a Fire Nation uniform with captain's bars on.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure what to do in this situation.
Do I recognize him at this point, or no? When I get closer to them,
They would have helmets on.
That doesn't... Why helmets on?
Because you got them really
Yeah.
good uniforms.
Yeah, you're wearing the
Do the
uniforms.
helmets like fully cover our face?
Yeah!
Yes.
Oh
You-
my god!
helmets
I've
cover
been
the face.
thinking they just like cover my head, my forehead. And I've been like,
no,
why didn't
no,
anybody
the fire-
recognize me?
No,
Kenzie-
the Fire Nation soldiers, you know, with the skull
I
masks.
haven't seen a picture of a Fire Nation.
Kenzie,
soldier in a while.
look directly above you on this map.
Oh, that's what those look
I
like.
forgot. That makes this so much worse. Okay.
Yo, me and Hotaru are on the same fucking page where we're like, wow, we're getting away with this.
You guys did.
I had that.
Uniforms for us.
Yeah, guys, that's the only reason you've been pulling this off thus far. Like I thought that was obvious.
I'm just like,
Christ.
yes. I look surprised for a sec and then kind of like stumble my words. Yes, sir.
It's
Are you
you recognize the voice, Kakan.
okay? Kakan just
It is very obvious I'm trying to act in character, but I was very surprised to see you.
Kakan will just blink, and he'll just like lean down, which you know for him is obviously pretty far down.
Yeah.
And he'll like look right into like through the eyes of the helmet.
At Hotaru or at?
I know at Hotaru, yeah.
I'm like, Khan, that's a little close, don't you think?
Kakan is just he's gonna step back, you know, look both ways in case that nobody's watching. And he'll look at the other two.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Please don't say that's who I think it is.
In a very, like, this is clearly, like, someone who actually knows how to vaguely put on a voice, so it's not normal voice from Yura. Captain, can we help you? Please.
Yeah, Captain.
Kakan is just going to take a very deep breath. Yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, you can. You see, I was just about to see the warden about seeing our prisoners released into my custody.
Ah,
If we should find him with all haste. This way. And he'll point towards the opposite direction of where the other two and he two are.
Got you. Quick reminder: the warden was a she, but whatever.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry.
Okay. With that, I'm going to say we're moving to the next stage. Would you guys like to keep in this grouping, or would you like to jump to somebody else?
I like to stick with this for a minute.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just because I think group break-in hasn't done a lot yet.
Yeah.
I tug on Yura and like motion for them to like lean down, and I whisper, "How's going to the warden gonna help?"
that's where the jail is. That's where...
Shouldn't we go to the prisoners and just get them out?
I'm going to lean over to your better question. Can we trust him? It looks like he's been promoted.
We don't have a choice right now, and he's not bringing us in immediately.
Can I hear this?
Whispering.
We're whispering.
Okay.
But no, the answer is, we are going to have to. I hope he's seen enough.
So
He hasn't raised an alarm yet.
one of the three of you needs to make a speaking check versus Kakan's number for awareness to see if he hears it. That's the
I
only.
mean, I'm the one trying to hide it, so it's probably me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably Hotaru for this.
So I have to roll for
an awareness, just so it's whichever number is higher is going to be either you hear it or you don't hear it.
All right. I guess
Oh, you need to beat a 5.
guess a stealth roll makes sense here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Definitely gonna hear it.
Nope. You definitely wouldn't. I'm fine with this from a role playing perspective.
Okay. Yep.
So we're whispering
did
and
you
like
mean to
desperately
roll?
trying to keep him
It's-
from hearing us. And
Are
yeah,
you supposed to roll only the one die?
I was.
thank you, Sean. Exactly that.
It's fine. We're just going to go with it. Yeah. Kakan hears them whispering about this.
Okay.
It makes life more interesting.
Yeah, this is it. I hope Kakan has seen the light, but either way,
Kakan is going to whirl around, and you can see on his face that he's clearly having a bit of an internal crisis right now. And so he's saying,
I point out
Kakan is currently trying to get all of you out of here alive.
thank you.
I'm a little
He
shocked.
also
that-
has not raised an alarm yet, so that's points in his favor.
I don't think you've ever shown kind of losing your cool like that, or like being really upset.
No, this is not a Kakan you've seen before.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little taken aback by that.
You're just going to look at this. Thank you. Thank you.
I look at you, I look at Kakana, and I just go, why?
Oh, many things that I need to discuss with you. Not here.
Not here is good.
Sergeant Yang, that sounds like a question for later after we have found the prisoners that we need to move somewhere else.
Yes.
I'd really like to not get into a fight here. I don't have many resources.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
We've gotten
yeah.
this far.
So Kakan will about face and head to where the warden is.
Yep.
I'm gonna start mimicking him more since he's clearly like knows what the hell he's doing.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll just deal with this right now. So yeah, you get to the warden's office. Are all of you going in, or is just Kakan going in?
I believe just Kakan is the smart decision there.
Yeah. That's
Okay, Kakan, you knock on the door, enter, and you see Yira. You would recognize the voice from the hallway. It's your former subordinate, Major Aiko.
I thought it was Colonel.
It is now.
Yep. There's a little bit of a stiffening, but overall, though this is actually about expected.
Yeah, she's like, Captain, how can I help you? She's saying, like, massaging her temples.
I've received new orders from the Spy Master, and seem indirectly from the Fire Lord's son.
What's he? Oh God, what did he tell you to do? Like at first, she was kind of okay and suspicious with the Spy Master. As soon as you said the Fire Lord's son, just like, oh no, what is he telling you to do?
We have reason to believe that wherever Commander Yira is, she may be in the presence of the Avatar. Time to assemble a task force using the prisoners that we've confiscated and search for them to hunt them down.
Can we hear this through the door?
Yeah, trivially. I would assume.
I'm not. Yeah, I wouldn't try to leave the door closed, and I clearly emphasized wherever she is. So yeah.
Yeah.
That is suspicious. Like, not knowing what his whole deal is, that is suspicious as fuck, and I'm, like, starting to shake and, like, freak out a little bit.
She's like,
I'm going
why?
to do my best to pat the sergeant on the shoulder. Don't freak out.
Why prisoners? Why can't you just use some of our soldiers? What kind of... Was this your idea? Was this something that who told you to use prisoners? She's just saying, like, trying to confuse. Trying to figure this out. What's that roll for?
I wanted to roll for myself to see if I believed Kakan.
Gotcha.
And I think with that I did.
Okay, yeah, so who...
Wait, believe what he's saying right now, or believe what he said before you walked in?
Before we walked in.
Okay.
I just thought a bit retro, because I wanted to guide some of my actions right now, because I, too, am going to put a hand on your shoulder, like, let's just see where he's going right now, all right?
Yeah, Kakan...
The prisoners are our best lead towards Yura's motivations, her whereabouts, and where she's going. More importantly, before we were separated in the ensuing battle, I was at least able to earn a modicum of their trust.
Oh, okay. Okay, so from the sounds of it, it's not an order from the prince, it's an order from the Spy Master, which means it's going to be convoluted but effective. Okay. Granted, you have free reign of taking whichever whatever prisoners you see fit to, that are not the benders that are locked up in the tankards. Those
Sorry,
have already
Gurney.
those have already been predetermined to go elsewhere. But yeah, any non-benders that are in the standard cells, you have free access to. I will say up to, I don't know, how many do you think you'll need?
A small task force should do just fine. That way we can report back if anything is troublesome.
All right, you have permission to take any 6.
I'll salute and go, thank you, Colonel. I have just the people in mind.
Excellent. She's going to quickly pull out a thing, sign a, piece of paper, hand it to you, signature and seal on it, and it just pretty much says, "Give him 6." Like.
Yeah. I'll sign the form and I'll salute and about face.
Yeah, she's gonna say, "Just give it to the guard at the door of the cells." And okay.
And I will exit out, close the door very gently behind me, and then look at the others and motion the printer to head to the prison and look like I'm trying not to hyperventilate.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna jump to Rizik first and leave Minghua and Han for last because you guys are gonna meet up at that point. Rizik, as all this is going on, I'm gonna ask you to make me another overcome check to see if you can get Thomas out of there.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I am also going to use a
need
+2 again.
You need 2 more successes. Don't forget, if you get a 12 or higher, you get both of them.
Yeah, I will use a +2. I don't want to dig too far into everything just yet. But let's see how this goes. Okay, I am going to use my remaining collection to make that a 10.
So that's a 12?
And that's therefore a 12.
So after heating the metal, getting in there with a chisel, you manage to pierce the egg. Finally, this steel circular thing, and it cracks open, and there's like a hiss of warm air that just comes flooding out as you do so. Probably warm air from the blowtorch you had recently been applying to the exterior of this shell. And as you get your chisel in there and you manage to pry it open, you hear like a loud snapping and twisting of the metal as the top kind of pops off a little bit. And there's just smoke billowing from the inside. And as you do so, you still hear the voice in your head. It says, "Is it safe to come out?"
I can't say it's perfectly safe, but it's safer than you being in there. I'll do my best to keep you safe.
And you see this one sharp claw kind of poking out over the top. Kind of like gripping the edge of this sphere. And then another. Total of 4 claws. Kind of reaching over and then inching forward and like gripping the edge of it. And then you just see a paw. Yellowish green in color. And then another one. 2 paws holding over the exterior. And you see a head emerge. Very wide with pronounced features. A snout. Long, open mouth with fangs poking over the head. And you see Thomas's face for the first time, and as it pulls itself completely out of this core, it's this small, well, not small, comes up to your waist, 4-legged creature. shaggy mane of hair around its head and a large shell on its back.
Oh shit, no way.
You have a baby lion turtle standing in front of you.
Whoa.
And
Oh
Rizik,
no.
and Rizik, he's going to look at you and say, "Thank you." And he's going to look at the core. He's got like tubes and things like injection things stuck in like his arms and legs, and some things that have been like drilled into his shell that still connect him to this core. But now that he's out of it, he is going to look at it. You're gonna disconnect?
Yeah, I'm going to help him as best as can remove himself from the rest of the core.
He's gonna look at you and just in your head, "Thank you. You've always been so kind to me. All I ever did was move you from one place to another."
You're welcome, but you didn't deserve to be put in there or have any of this stuff done to you. Wish could have helped sooner, and
He's going
broke
to
you out in a safer place.
He's going to kind of like reach forward and try to pull you into a hug.
I will hug the baby lion turtle, which I do not understand at all the significance of.
Sean?
I-
As he pulls away from you, he's going to look deep into your eyes and kindly remove prototype tank train from your powers.
Okay.
He is actually going to run as he's like pulling out of the hug. One of his hands is going to reach over your forehead, and the other is going to kind of like be placed on your heart. And for a brief moment, there's going to be like a realization inside of you.
Oh God!
And he's sharing something with you.
Oh, so cool!
Did you just become a bender?
I think
he did.
I may have, not that I know that yet.
He's going to be like, "I just want to share with you the only ability I've ever learned."
God damn it, man.
And congratulations, Rizik. What was the die size of your prototype tank train?
D8.
D8? Okay, in its place, add at a level of D8, metal bending.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Oh
Because he had figured out how to move extra limbs.
If you guys paid attention to all the things Thomas was doing on the tank train.
He absolutely was doing that.
Wouldn't it just be a D8 metal, since metal's its own power?
I think because of the swap out for his class, it's got to be signature weapon metal bending. Just from how his class works. It doesn't actually matter. It's the same thing. To very specifically, Sean, you are not an earthbender. You cannot bend earth. You can only bend ore.
But yeah, no, this absolutely matches with stuff we've seen Thomas do.
Sean, we can do beautiful things together now.
We can do so many things now.
By the way, you do have this circular thing of metal sitting right in front of you right now, and most of this facility is metal. I want to point that out now because you're going to be remaining separate from most of the party until next week.
Sorry, you broke up for me.
Yeah,
slightly.
one more time. Yeah.
You have a circular thing of metal right here next to you, and most of this facility is made of this stuff.
Okay.
For those reasons, I'm keeping you separate from the rest of the party until next week, because you just had this revelation.
Yep.
Okay, so with this, we're going to jump over to the prison stuff, and I'm going to say this is happening roughly at about the time that Kakan, Yira, Nara, and everybody else are about to... Actually, I'm going to give you guys like a little bit of conversation first, and then they will be coming in. Han, Minghua, what do you guys want to do?
Good question.
I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do.
Yeah, no, Kono was just going to...
I mean, right, we did just direct Kono to start smashing the shit out of the bars.
Yeah, but the bars, like, do not have... Like, as that's happening, a couple of guards are going to start wandering in. Kakan, Yira, Nara, and Hotaru, you guys are going to hear the commotion while you're still a ways away. And Yeah, people. The Fire Nation guards are going to see Kono like trying to smash in the door because it's a loud process. So they're going to be coming in, and there's going to be, I'm going to say, 5 of them, and they're going to tell her to back away, and Kono is going to flat out refuse. Are you guys going to stay close to her, or are you going to back away in the cell?
Minghua is just sort of sitting back, looking as innocent as possible.
Okay. Hama's going to back the fuck away because she has no
And
boundaries.
has kind of dragged Han to sit next to him.
Han, are you doing that, sitting next to Minghua, or are you going to try to stay close to Kono?
I'm gonna probably stay close to Minghua. I have much more loyalty to Minghua.
Okay, yeah, no, as they're doing this, they're just like backed out.
Oh my god, Kenzie, that gif. It's perfect.
So yeah, that kind of is happening, and as she's
Which
like,
one?
oh, at the
Miss
bottom-
Piggy?
Miss Piggy.
Oh, yeah, the Miss
Oh,
Piggy.
yeah.
As she's doing this, they're gonna start lighting their hands on fire and shooting flames at her, and she's just gonna raise like this shortened arm as she gets burned, and that's when her body is going to twist and plump and continue to elongate. You see her chest expand and become bulbous, and her body like continue to stretch and become segmented, and her hands and fingers are going to like merge with the side of her neck and grow even longer till they're the point where they're like, oh geez, 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot long pincers, these giant claw-like things, as her body stretches into a gigantic segment after segment of black circular, almost like some kind of carapace. And the last thing that remains on Kono as she stretches to fill up most of the room is her head, that of a young woman, glancing as the guards are starting to back away in fear, and her head looking back at you guys and say, "There's no more comfort here, only vengeance."
Do you have a picture of this, Izzy?
Kono no more. And then with that, these 2 giant lids from around her neck are going to close around her head.
Yep.
And a white face is going to reappear.
Yeah, you all know this one.
I thought you might be going that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's in off topic, or I'll put it in general too.
Oh god. That's fun.
No, this is bad.
Oh, so, remember,
Yeah.
Aiko, the face stealer.
Yeah, exactly.
And, as they're flaming, the bars are going to give way, and what once was Kono is going to pounce.
Is this where combat starts?
This is where session is ending.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
Almost 10.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
There's some Avatar lore I bet you guys didn't know.
What?
No, well.
That spirits are dual natured like that?
No,
That Ko the Face Stealer was originally a spirit of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm confused. What is Ko a spirit of? And I thought he was like a trickster.
No, he's. I'm actually not going to go into that because that's plot. Don't worry, we'll get there. I stayed very close to what I've read up on for Ko. But yeah, actually, Minghua, you're just gonna see Sagan just be signing to you like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm basically just mirroring that right back at him.
Just like, oh shit. One of the Avatar's great nemesis. Spirit of the spirit of vengeance. And that is where we are going to leave off for this week. So, I hope you all had a good time.
Wow.
Was it terrifying?
It is now.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is now.
All right, so we got the usual questions for all of you. First off, I think I have to hijack what this session is going to be called. Maybe,
Okay.
maybe, I don't know, or maybe next session, because we did promise a long time ago that there was going to be a session named "Tanks for the Memories."
Oh yeah, that's my fault.
Boy, that's right.
But yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 hero points. But do you guys like that, or do you want to save that for next week and call this something else?
No, this seems legit.
Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Tanks for the Memories. So, all right, we're gonna start. Hand, what did you learn?
Well, the name Kono is irritatingly obvious in retrospect.
Yeah, isn't it?
Also, Kakan had his eat the rich moment.
Yep. What do you want to know more about?
I kind of want to know more about Kono's mother and why Kono bothered suppressing Ko for this long.
I'm actually going to kindly ask you guys do not look that up between this week and next week.
Oh, I don't plan to.
Because
Alright.
there is a canon answer which I'm using, but please do not look that up. And 3, where do you think this is going?
We are going to be the worst task force ever.
Yep. Okay. Fair. Very fair. My God. How is this happening again? Alright, who's next? Everybody's still typing. Anybody next? Anybody? Anybody at all?
Hold on.
All right, Minghua. Or no, I'm sorry, Rizik. Wow, everybody came in all at once. What did you learn?
So many things. Thomas is a lion turtle. I'm now a bender.
Yep. What do you want to know more about?
Everything. Also, how did I just get bending? Because
Uh,
did not think that was a thing.
uh,
I know out of character.
oh, okay. I'm saying out of character. You should know.
Out of character, I know.
Okay, and where do you think this is going?
Prison break, large fight. I eventually meet up with another party member. Rizik's and Thomas's excellent adventure.
Yep, those all sound pretty legit.
I think we got a new party member.
If you want to continue to subject Thomas to the upper world, sure.
I'd like to return Thomas home when that becomes an option.
Yeah, I think Thomas has done more than enough.
Yeah, Thomas should get freedom.
All right, let's see. Next up is Minghua. What did you learn?
My guess that Ko the Face Stealer would be involved was technically correct, but in the wrong way.
Yep.
Other
Yeah.
people have clues of the Spy Master's BS, and also Lion Turtle, adorable yet terrible.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah. What do you want to know more about?
Kono's mother. If Ko is the Face Stealer, Mum might also have face-related stuff and might be between the story of the village with the things and the Spy Master talking about the spirit deal, might be related to how he can do it. And also Minghua would very much like to know how to get out of here without getting squished by the angry spirit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, those are good questions. And where do you think this is going?
Just some prisoners being escorted out, nothing to see here besides a particularly short sergeant and a huge gorilla goat.
Yeah, no, that tracks completely. Nara, what did you learn?
I learned lion turtles can still grant bending powers, even though I kind of wasn't over there. But you know.
Yeah, fair. What do you want to know more about?
More about lion turtles, because, as an 8-year-old, I was basically told that they're a fairy tale thing that no longer exists.
Very fair. And where do you think this is going?
I think Kakan is going to be our doom and get my father figure killed.
Also very true.
I mean, right now I'm in a steel cage match with Kono. So
Yeah, it's just Ko.
It's just Ko now.
yeah, it is just Ko now.
It's just Ko at this point.
Hotaru, what did you learn?
Comfort is overrated, and I blame Yura for this.
Yep.
I'm not wrong. Here is why comfort is here.
What do you want to know more about?
So I actually had made a guess that Ko, like in this session, that Ko was involved with Hitu looking like the ringmaster. That seems to be wrong now. So how does he?
You broke up a little there.
Oh, did I?
So how does he... What was the rest of the question?
How does Hitu change his appearance if it's not Ko? Because I was thinking like, wait, face stealer, maybe he's giving him faces?
Yeah, that was my guess for where
Turns out
face stealer would pop up.
Turns out the real Ko is with us the whole time.
Yep. And where do you think this is going?
I'm going to ooh over Rizik's metal bending, saving the day. Also, I think I'm going to get Boomy as an ally, because don't you take this from me, Izzy. I will pay for him every session.
Gotta pay out the ass for him every session. You guys are gonna need to get 5 hero points a session for Boomy.
Okay, guys. We got a goal.
I think it's doable.
Alright, Ira.
I want to play at least a session or two.
Yeah. What did you learn? Ira? Ira.
Nick!
Nick, if you're talking, you're muted, or it's not working.
Did he pee again?
No, my Discord decided that my webcam was a mic again.
Yeah, I think it's been for a while
That's always
now,
fun.
because I think we haven't heard you in a while.
Okay, because I've been talking and I just wasn't sure if you weren't hearing me, but
No,
just
yeah.
my webcam was a mic.
Yep.
But answer in character. Not that much besides where I wound up, and that my suspicions about things seem to be correct given her current position. And that Kakan can be trusted, even though he's freaking out. We can help with that. Also, I suppose I probably need to find somewhere else to put my points now. I'm only leaving this at a probably, but I'm pretty sure.
You are not getting Ko the Face Stealer as an ally. It's just not happening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
This is your fault, Nick.
It's his fault it happened, it's his fault it happened right now. I think it was going to happen on camera at some
No,
point.
it's his fault it happened at all, because he bought Kono and brought her with us.
I suspect we would have run into her again.
I'm going to tell you the bad thing I wanted Kono to do, but didn't, on her descent down here, because she was not on screen for the past couple of sessions. But we'll get to that at the end of this. Yira, what do you want to know more about?
That heal spirits technique from the real ringmaster. It's going to probably take a bunch of effort in order to get that out, but boy do I want to know that technique.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I mean, depending on what happens, I might try using it here. That seems par for the course given how dumb we are currently being. Also, lion turtle. A lot. I want to know a lot about that.
Did anybody actually see the lion turtle coming? I gotta ask.
No. I got it the instant you said shell, but
I had this.
that was a pleasant surprise.
Before this session.
No.
No,
I was expecting dragon.
I had this horrifying feeling you were going to bring back the Full Metal Alchemist dog, and I was just like, be that.
When we were discussing non-AIN options at start of session, yes, but I considered it a little too out there.
Can I ask, is this because one of my options was being a lion turtle?
Wait, what?
That was one of my other character
Kenzie gave me 3 character concepts, one of which was a lion turtle. I had already kind of wanted to do this, and I'm like, if Kenzie picks that, I can't do this. But you didn't pick that one, so I didn't care.
Did not pick that one, no. I can't even remember what the other one other concept I threw out was.
I remember, but don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later.
Which means we'll run
great.
into it in the most painful way possible.
Yeah,
So thanks in advance, Kenzie.
Yeah. And where do you
Fuck, I
think?
have a terrible memory.
Where do you think this is going, Ira?
This is definitely exactly where this is going. In no way the party's going to have other feelings. I don't know. Maybe we just let vengeance wreck this place, and like destroy these evil labs and stop people from suffering in this stupid place that I created.
I mean,
Oh yeah, right after she goes through all these innocent people sitting right here. No.
We can make a hole in the floor.
We better make a hole quickly.
But besides that, we're going to be the best task force. We can find the Avatar, train the Avatar, and do all of this with extra funding from the Fire Nation. Also, maybe kill a prince.
Also, did you pick up on the name drop I gave you earlier?
Which one? You gave me several.
The general's name.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, duh.
All right, last up, Kakan.
So Kakan learned that the Fire Nation he's devoted his entire life to may be doomed to corruption and ruin. Let's see. His main question on his mind is how else he's been lied to. And, next session is going to be what in the Fire Nation is that thing? As he comes around the corner and sees Ko.
oh god, you're just here to break people out, and
Yeah, I'm actually curious though. What are people's thoughts on? You guys don't need to write this down or anything, but what are your thoughts thus far, in and out of character, on the actual Ringmaster Sagan who is in prison, the Spy Master, the Warden, and the Prince and the Commander?
I have no thoughts on the warden.
how do you mean?
Out of character, what do you guys think of them or think what's going on with them?
I have zero thoughts on the warden.
Okay.
Likewise, you know what I'm thinking about the two ringmasters, given that I don't have context for E2.
Fair.
I mean, I would like to know quite a lot more about the commander for obvious reasons, but right now I don't know enough about him to form an opinion other than he's having drunk party.
Yeah. That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else, or is it just very much status?
I mean,
I
you probably know my opinions on all of them, Izzy, and which ones are on the list.
I'm actually not sure on some of them.
After seeing what's going on in character, if I find out more about what's going on in this place, I'm sorry, Aiko, you're definitely on the list now.
Yeah, the human resources, literal human resources. I mean, dude, there might be slightly less after meet up with everyone else, depending on what current status is. There might be a lot less stealthiness in getting out.
But I don't know. Like, honestly, the prince was already there. I'm not sure on the commander. On one hand, I'm not sure if the commander is like guilty and an idiot or just a moron. That's the hard part.
My comment is, I know the answer to that.
Yep. I don't know yet. Spy Master is one of the out of character. Seems like he realizes what's wrong, doesn't care enough because he's still allowed to do what he wants to do, which is a problem. The actual Ringmaster seems pretty cool.
All right. Well, with that all, it is 10:06. I think it is time for me to stop the recording. So, say good night, everybody, and we will pick up next week with a rampaging monster that I need to find a way to import into Roll20. Because
side note, this is by far the scariest monster you have thrown at us. Like, the other things were, like, unsettling, but this thing has, like, resonance from the show. Mm-hmm. This is definitely the scariest thing you could have thrown at us at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Yep. You're welcome.
This is actually a compliment in a good way, though. I like this
Oh
one.
yeah.
Thank.
Oh yeah. It's very scary.
There are some resources you guys have that you have not touched yet. I will point out. I'm not going to tell you what they are because you all should know what you guys have on your person. But
Lots of rope.
God, I may need to use it. Fuck.
So much rope.
I've been holding on to that this whole time. I don't want to use it.
I technically have one offensive power I have not used all game, which I might when we do a we get another collection and get a rebuild, switch it for something that uses metal bending.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, everybody say. Well, I also figured that would help you with just your fluff stuff because you can then bend metal to what you want for pretty much everything.
Yeah. This is going to get abused.
That's why I gave it to you. So congratulations, you are now a party of benders, a goat gorilla, and a small child.
You're one of us now, Rizek. Yay!
Yep. I am so confused on how that worked or happened, but do you know, questions can be done later.
It's true.
Yep. We're going to have many questions about all of this.
Yep.
There's gonna be a lot, because this wouldn't even be connected to earthbending in this timeline.
It's not. Yeah, no, it's.
Well, because we know, like with Toph, it's connected to her because it was a form of earthbending, but there's no connection to it here, so it's just its own thing in this timeline.
Yep.
Meaning, I could actually bend platinum, maybe.
Yes, you can.
Yep.
There is no platinum yet. It's not refined enough, as far as you guys know.
That pretty sure that was in Tech Tree at this point, but
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good night, everybody.
Right.
When the recording ends, I have a question
Sure.
privately.